Before we start, I would like to ask you to like and subscribe. We also have our podcast on Spotify in case you prefer listening to them that way. Now, let's get to it. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of the Prolonged Fast. Well, we say Prolonged Fast Breakfast, but really this is going to podcast length here because of our excellent discussions.
More like Prolonged Fast PvZ Heroes cast. Yeah.
Prolonged Fast Rank Cast.
Special edition, you might say, due to the new revelations.
Yeah, this is the second episode, but also like the first episode again because
they actually released more changes.
So
we know more now.
These changes were all the way back from 2020, and they were sent to like popular streamers for Plants vs Zombies Heroes. But they had a NDA, so non-disclosure agreement. But when it expired, some of the streamers then leaked all the like suggestions for changes. So it's quite possible that that's what these are. It's very possible that we won't see these in the game. But the other recording we had shows the data mine changes.
That was data mines
from like a dev build. So those reflect these pretty much.
But those were data mine stats, though. That's the difference. Data mine stats were what we saw.
So abilities. So it's like
differences to abilities are here.
Most of these relatively.
And also, this is not confirmed.
In the game. What?
None of these are confirmed, like guaranteed stat changes.
Yeah, they'll probably be tweaked over before actually being tweaked.
We'll be treating these as if they are going to happen for the sake of the discussion, because we need to have, like a foundation upon which to discuss changes into the meta.
And let's be honest, they're not gonna change all that much after so long. They're probably just gonna submit this anyways, or most of it. They're probably gonna nerf like Guardian by 1 health.
Yeah,
it would be funny. Okay, so let's skip the ones that we already have. Gardening gloves is the first new one, right?
So which ones did we do?
Let's just go over all of them.
All of them? That's 2 episodes.
Do we want to go in order of Plants vs Zombies next, or how do we want to do this?
Let's start with superpowers, or should we end with superpowers?
We should end with superpowers.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with.
Let's be fast, whatever we do.
So Galactic Cactus is now a 1 cost 2/1. Before it was 2/2, which means its health has been nerfed.
We can skip the ones that we've already explained before.
We've done these already.
Yeah, we've done
in the first episode, so we don't need to unless they have a new thing on them.
Yeah, like the process change or something. But these cards, gardening gloves though, we didn't check.
Was anyone using gardening gloves before? Was that a thing that people were using?
It was horrible.
Check card.
Is this better now? Because it conjures what is it supposed to be?
Now. It's
because
drawing a card was more useful.
Gardening gloves 2-cost trick that used to move a plant, draw a card. Now it moves a plant.
It's worse trick. Because you don't draw. You don't draw anymore.
Moving a plant or zombie isn't that valuable. It's maybe like half.
It's a lot less valuable, I'd say, for plants than it is for zombies.
Especially
so I guess poison oak. I don't know.
It's more valuable to move your opponent's things because you can disrupt their strategy. It's less valuable to move your own thing.
I was gonna say that plants didn't have anti-hero, but they do.
Yeah,
but they don't have very crap. They don't have good ones.
Yeah. Poison oak is one of the only good ones, and it's too expensive.
Poison ivy sucks. I'm surprised they didn't touch poison ivy.
Poison ivy, especially poison mushroom.
Poison ivy is the only playable proper anti-hero left.
Literally, the only card they didn't touch from the solar flare destruction.
Okay. So glove still sucks. It would be good if it were a 1 cost, but
it got worse.
Yeah, it got worse.
It got worse.
Yeah, they nerfed it for some reason.
Because
you draw from your deck.
Actually synergize with your.
But no, then you just get a trick. Of course, you can get I don't know.
They could have done move a plant, conjure a trick that costs 1 less. Then it would
I guess they did that for other cards, but they decided not to do that for this one.
Gravity now has untrue.
Yeah.
I feel like in the stats this was different in the previous video, where it just got a stat buff. So this might not be coming. But it would actually be really good if it were untrickable, because only Deadly could kill it then.
This would actually make it a good plant.
End game. Yeah. Because you can't really.
Because it's only six.
The problem is,
and it's.
and we'll get to this longer as we go in.
End game because you can start playing Popcap and shit.
I don't like this type of unit in the game in general because of these it's almost like a philosophical game design kind of thing, but we'll get to it more. But this is, I think, supposed to be a way for plants to counter the Garg meta that they're trying to build, but it's not enough. It's nowhere near enough. Plants don't have anything enough to one card isn't good enough. We'd need 5 of these in every class because Gargs are going to be so prevalent.
Its ability is both a blessing and a curse. Because when a zombie's played moving here, because they can just block it with any cheap zombie.
You can never do damage to garbage, but you can always stop them from doing damage.
It's defensive in nature, which is the problem. Is that plants are so defensive in nature in this game.
It's a stalemate card. That's what it is.
Do plants win draws? When you run out of cards?
No.
Not often, because what can they do?
Oh,
no. I mean, literally, do plants win when you deck out? Because order of play.
Oh, when you deck out
first.
I don't know because I've never decked out before. I've never had.
And I mean, obviously, people are gonna conjure cards, but I'm thinking technically, is defensive better for plants than zombies?
From decking out, only shuffling more cards into the deck does.
Yeah, with
okay.
The shuffle.
Because it doesn't actually go
magic
to your
stocks.
Yeah, it just goes directly into your hand, so it doesn't count.
Oh,
which is weird because you'd think you'd still be able to play if you had cards in your hand.
But it's your deck is empty, so.
Yeah.
Anyways, Gravity is good, but it's a little bit worrying as a sign that this is the kind of cards we're getting, and they're just big beefy stuff.
It should have got basically shield armor too as well for the laws.
Yeah, no, but untrickable is literally just the devs giving up on balancing a card and instead saying you can't kill it.
There's more stats.
Leave my janitor alone, Doug. Leave my man janitor working on this game in peace.
Marine Bean is now a 3-cost 3/3.
We can skip Marine.
We did this.
It's not now.
And we did photosynthesizer.
Nerf, it's useless now.
If you guys didn't watch our
Prickly Pear,
then go watch it because we
go watch the previous one for the other
these
stuff.
cards.
Watch that first. You'll get kind of where we are.
It was
what?
Prickly Pear we did not talk about.
No, it wasn't there.
I don't think it's even
because now it's a 5-cost from 4-cost.
It's been completely.
It could be a 4-cost. It could be a 4-cost, and it would still work.
Prickly Pear was just kind of
was
because it was a 4-cost 4/4 basically that couldn't hit the plant hero or anything that didn't attack.
It's what's the disco walnut? What's that called? Is it called disco walnut?
It's just disco.
Mirror nut.
Oh, mirror nut. My bad.
Disco. Mirror nut. Yeah, that's it. It's that.
Yeah, but it's worse because it costs more. But they're oh, it has 2 extra health. Yeah, but its ability is also worse because it needs to be hurt personally, whereas Mirror Nut needs other nuts to get hurt. This could easily be a 4-cost, even a 3-cost. Seriously, because it doesn't do any damage. You can ignore it.
Oh yeah, true.
It's just so.
That's the thing. That's why Mirror Nut can't be cheap. Is because you can play nuts in front of other things. Yeah, because they'll play nuts elsewhere. But you can ignore Prickly Pear and nothing happens.
What can plants play? Guardian, let's say Walnut. You're playing whatever that Guardian nut hero is called. If you're playing him, you have Walnut. You have Solar and Guardian. On turn 5, you have access to Astrocado, fucking good ass cards, and then I don't think
some of the best cards plants have. Astrocado, Allosaurus.
Coconut guy is a 6-cost, right? Local Coco.
Yeah.
But really good cards are in turn 5, and you're just wasted on Prickly Pear.
Yeah.
There's no world where you do that.
Anyways.
I think Prickly Pear could be a 3-cost, and it still would be not used by anyone.
If it's 8 health, 3-cost.
Yeah, if it was 8 health, I think even 2-cost 8 health.
No, 2-cost would be.
Yeah, because the problem is fundamentally but it doesn't matter. Who cares? It's there, and you just ignore it.
Because Engen, you can
whatever.
just ignore it. So I say make it
Like,
really
it doesn't matter. Like, if they play a prickly
It doesn't
pear...
have cleanup anymore. Oh, no,
It does. It does.
But if it were 2 costs, it'd just be better than, like, walnut in every way, basically. Well, I guess walnut only has 6.
Well, walnut is a 1 cost, though.
What?
And also, walnut has nut synergy.
Walnut's a 1 cost, yeah.
Like, so walnut's better because it has nut synergy for mirror nut, which is actually a good card, unlike this one, which is a crap card.
3 cost 10 health would work.
The way I could see this working as a 5 cost, if it was like 5 cost, maybe like 7 or 6 health bullseye, that might actually be like a niche that doesn't really exist for plants, and I think it would be good. Like a little bit less health and bullseye would make this a good card.
A disco knot with higher stats, obviously, because if it were cheap, then it would be kind of busted. But if it were more expensive,
yeah.
The 4 costs 2/4 or something. That makes plants with 2 attack or less have bullseye would actually be really good.
It's a buff, but it's like a ship buff. You know what I'm on about? You know what I'm talking about?
Prickly pear buff, yeah.
Yeah. It's not really a buff because it's still not going to be played.
Because before it just functioned as a worse 4/4 team up.
Like the only time it's gonna be played when is Frame Up makes a video about a whole deck based on prickly pear.
Yeah, literally. That's like. This is going to be like that one of those cards where they only get time to shine, no pun intended, when a deck is like, ooh, I made it work and it wasn't completely horrible. But let's move on to the next thing. This is a pretty big one.
This is actually controversial, to be honest, because I feel like
I have some opinions now.
It could stay 3
I used to support this, but now that Gargantuars are better, I actually kind of like the idea of having Shamrockets that are like 3 costs.
Sometimes it doesn't even matter that Shamrocket.
It's still fair because there's no Gargantuar that costs less, except for little guy.
Yeah, little guy. But think about it. Yeah, if it spawns it.
There's few Gargantuars he can actually throw now. Oh, he can still throw Mime Gargantuar, can he? Which is untrickable.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah, it's fucking untrickable. So that's the thing. Shamrocket doesn't even matter anymore because they're gonna give every Gargantuar untrickable eventually.
That's what I was gonna say. Like, you can just get untrickable, and then you just win.
It's good to like take out the big Gargs that don't have untrickable, which I think.
But Plants doesn't really have a counter to like untrickable Gargantuars.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah. It's like they've made Shamrocket the only thing that takes out the trickable Gargs, and that and like Squawk. You know, those ones that reliably kill it. Well, okay, Doomshroom. I run Doomshroom, but like most people don't run Doomshroom.
You can't really.
Quite a few people do actually. I think.
The only thing. Wait. Can like the nuke kill
the nuke?
Cuke?
Tactical Cuke?
Tactical Cuke.
Yeah, Cuke.
But it can't.
Yeah, it doesn't kill it. Yeah, nothing kills Gargantuars anymore.
Cannon does.
Only Cob Cannon.
Yeah, we'll get to it later, but I think we're all in agreement here that like fundamentally Gargs are a little too good, right? In this, assuming this would be the truth. This is too much for Garg. Gargs are too good, and plants are being punished too much generally. So there's very little that can actually punch through the Gargantuars and do damage to face, and that's going to be an issue. And also, I'd say that Gargantuars are one of those really unfun cards to face because when they beat you, there's nothing you can do about it. It's not like you lost in this like game of wits where it's like, oh, you were playing this and that, and you're like, I respect my opponent. It's just they played a big thing and then he just fucking died.
I'm just expecting them to play like Colosseum and then they play Gargantuar on top and then just game over. Untrickable Gargantuar. What do you do?
Turn 2 Gargologist, turn 3 Colosseum, turn 4 Garg.
Yep, game over. Yeah. What do you do? Because if he plays down like a Mime Garg or some untrickable Garg, then it's just GG.
Gargantuar could have gotten reworked or buffed.
Maybe.
It's kind of mid. No one used it.
I feel like my problem with Smashing Garg is that like I don't like the fact that it can give Frenzy to the unfrenzied Gargs because but whatever. We can talk about Gargantuars later. Let's move on.
Better if Gargantuars get better.
Better? They're already kind of OP.
Like no, with the upcoming buffs, if they are
Smashing Garg,
like
he might be better. Not it might be better.
Smackademia.
I think now he'll be used a lot more.
Wait, we already talked about Smackademia. We can just move on.
Smackademia, Spikeweed.
Tough beats.
So again, I think it's worth mentioning here again. Generally, the rule that we're seeing here is that Guardian, which is one of the classes which can deal with Gargs with Samrocket, is getting weaker in general, which I don't understand. Like, because this is the thing. You can argue that Garg should be more viable, which, okay, fair enough. You can make that argument. I disagree, actually, but we will get into that later. Okay. So then what do? You either buff the Gargs or you nerf the classes that can deal with Gargs, right? Those are the two options. But for some reason, they are burning this candle at both ends. They are nerfing the thing that kills Gargs while also buffing the Garg to hell and back. And it's like, so no one wants to play Guardian because Guardian sucks now.
I'm trying
but
to
then also you need to play Guardian because otherwise you die.
But like, I'm trying to think, what counter can I make if I'm playing as plants?
And Smarty the other bounce. Guardian has destroy with more.
Yeah, what
if they're untrickable?
Destroy and Kabloom is just cooked.
Like, what if they have untrinkable though?
Untrickable? Yeah, that's why untrickable's annoying, and that's why not many cards have untrickable.
What can I kill? How can I kill Granshores if they have a trickable? They're called Cadden, Zucchini.
Yeah, basically, like
that's it.
It has to be like an ability to kill, or it has to be an ability to transform, because it can't be a trick. So okay, actually, another thing. This makes Rose's superpowers for blocking completely useless. Transmogrify and Godify, their whole point is
the legendary.
Is like you're supposed to be able to stop you from dying. Rose is kind of like Wall Knight in that her powers actually very often save her. You transmogrify it into a quick draw con man and then it kills you, or you Godify it into a goat. But that doesn't work for these things, so they're untrickable.
Yeah, they're untrickable. Oh, another counter to these things is the Rose legendary.
Briar Rose,
yeah. That can kill it.
But that's the problem is that I don't like the fact that they're making it a competition of stats instead of a competition of actually good play, because then the problem comes down to
synergy, and
they're not going to increase the health of the heroes, right? It's always going to be 20, so there's only so much you can push stats. And if you play into power creep too much, then it's going to be every card one-shot kills the hero, and it's not fun, and power creep in general is kind of dumb. I don't like the idea that 2 damage means nothing because everything is power creep.
Just yet is because we haven't played the game yet with these new changes, so we don't know the actual.
Yeah, we haven't played the meta yet.
We're only saying this in paper, so we don't know what it's like. It's most likely gonna be zombies win every match type of match.
Zombies win with pets or Gargs.
But we don't know.
But we'll get into this. We'll move on. Let's move on.
Yeah.
Stop complaining about Gargantuars every time we get the chance to.
Tough beats. 5 cost, 2/2, armored 1. Let's be honest, no one's using this shit. The difference.
Zombie 5 cost. Okay, I said let's stop complaining about Gargantuars. I'm going to complain about Gargantuars again. Zombie 5 costs are actually good cards. This is the thing. They were we made Gargantuars really good, so we need to have counters for Gargantuar. Counter my ass. It's a 5 cost with 2/2. Even if you have 3 plants on the field, it's still a 5 cost 5/5.
Yeah, it's insane.
Zombies as well.
Well, but that's the thing, right? They're gonna have fewer zombies on the field because they're gonna be playing Gargologist into Garg. If you have a Gargantuar meta,
sucks because it's meant to be a big card that answers swarms, but big cards don't.
But it doesn't.
Swarms. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? Answers Swarm. Cob Cannon answers Swarm. Even after the nerf, Cob Cannon is still one of the best plant cards because the Cob Cannon isn't good because of its stats. It's good because of the ability. It's good because it can deal with Swarm and it can kill stuff that has untrickable, which has all of a sudden become the most valuable ability in the entire game.
It's insane.
Oh my god.
But let's focus.
But yeah,
on
this is a
zombies
bad card. This is a bad card, not a good card.
What Tough Beats
Do not do this.
Oh, at least
Like this is how you don't balance cards.
Guess, but like, let's be honest. Who's gonna play this? It's a 5 cost.
No
2/2.
On turn 5.
Turn 5.
If it were like cheap, it would actually be good.
Yeah, I don't get because
If it was like a 3 cost or a 4 cost, it would be like considerable. But turn
If it were
5?
3 cost 1/1, it would be good because you could respond to like they could spam swarms and then you'd come out with just like a big card and then they'd have to worry about that instead.
What's the other card? Like Super Tough Beats or something?
Super fat beats.
Super Fat Beats. That card is also bad because of it's a 1/1.
But it gets 2/2 for each planet.
Yeah, but it's a 6 cost.
No, it seems like, you know what would fix both of
That's the
these?
thing.
If plants just had Frenzy. Because that's the thing. Let's say you make it a good card. If it's good, okay. Or let's say whatever, Double Strike. But like,
which is technically better than Frenzy.
but like the
No,
problem is that like they
because-
define it only to like to Mega Grow, right? Like,
What?
does anything else have Double Strike?
No.
Because of team up engine.
Like,
It can do
right, that's
3
the problem.
Like
Give-
if there's
That's-
Zombies need Frenzy because if they don't have it, then Team Up would stop them from hitting the hero.
Yeah.
They need to have Frenzy instead of Double Strike. But like, plants should have
is
Double
for
Strike
taking out
outside of Mega
minions,
Grow.
though, if obviously the plant doesn't
Yeah.
die, which it usually does because they love giving double strike minions like
Yeah,
2
because
health.
plants are. Yeah, it's Double Strike. But like, that's the thing though. Double Strike should be common outside of Mega Grow because that's the only way that you make plants win games. Because if they're playing beefy against beefy, zombies will always have Frenzy. So you know, even if they don't have Frenzy on the thing, they'll play a Smashing Guard. They'll play Coffee
Zombies will
Zombie.
always be beefier.
Yeah, and they'll always be better.
Yeah.
So they'll always be
Why
stronger anyway. So that's the problem.
always relied
If
on,
you
like, destroy and stuff more than
Yeah,
zombies
if
have.
you play this, if you play Tough Beats, because it's like a counter to Swarm, which the correct way to do this, by the way, is Catch-Up Mechanic. Catch-Up Mechanic does what they're trying to do here correctly, but okay, you play this against a Swarm to punish them for playing too much Swarm, and then it kills the like 1/1 Imp, and then what?
Then
It doesn't matter. It'll never hit the hero. It's complete. That's why like all this does is it makes one of the most annoying parts of the game, plant food / time to shine, even more important for plants. Because now you need bonus attacks to be able to win. Because it's all about who has the beefiest
They
thing.
could, like, not change any of the stats, but recode them. I don't know if it's already like this, but instead of adding all the stats at once, it adds them like each time. So Potted Powerhouse would grow really big.
what do you mean each time?
Like it adds like 1+1 multiple times instead of just counting everything and adding it all at once.
Why would they do that though?
Because
What's the
Potted
point?
Powerhouse would grow a lot. Potted Powerhouse?
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
But like, who's gonna use Potted Powerhouse?
I don't know, crazy people?
It's just like, what's it called? Rocket science. You win the
Rocket Science
game.
costs 4 now.
No, but like
Yeah. cost
again,
more.
the same problem arises.
From
They
the-
won't ever hit face. That's why Strike Through is so valuable to plants. Is because
And then they
nothing
then
ever
they
hits face.
change Sunstrike. The only only trick that changes
That like gives
plants.
it's basically like
gives,
Coffee Zombie for plants, but like
Rigor.
Strike Through variant.
No, it's a pretty. It's okay card. Like I prefer.
But
being
it's a
strike
different
through
card now.
Yeah, not just. It has an even different name. It's not the same card anymore.
Cross-pollination.
Cross pollination, conjure fruit and whatever. -1/1.
A flower and
Triceratops.
anyways, yeah.
Nerfed.
Sorry, we like passed out and started screaming,
It's not.
frothy mouthed, like angry.
It's just. I think it's a valiant nerf. Everyone was complaining about it.
Valiant. Valid.
Valid nerf.
Atomic Pomegranate.
We already talked about this one, right?
No, we didn't.
Oh no, we didn't. Okay. What happened?
No, we talked about Triceratops. We haven't talked about because
We talked about Triceratops.
Oh, that's it. That's a
yeah, we've talked about that before. But like seedlings basically are spawned.
It's 3 seedlings. If you put it in, like
So its stats
Seedlings
don't nerf,
spawn in the middle as well as on the other side.
yeah, because
so you
seedlings
get an
now.
extra seedling, now they have more health. What I don't
mean,
understand
Which,
is...
to be fair, most of the time, Atomic Pomegranate would end up being, if it's turn 5, you'd end up playing it at a point where the seedlings wouldn't spawn in half the time. So, like, yeah.
But to be honest, like, this could be it's a 5 cost that gives you guaranteed, well, not guaranteed, but like maximum 3 plants that could be up to 6 cost.
Yeah, it's decent.
It's not bad.
It's decent, but it needs to... Well, that's the good thing about it is that because when it's destroyed means that it'll usually be like after combat, so they'll actually open like the next turn.
Oh yeah.
Because they'll be played like as it dies, right? And then like literally like beginning of next turn they go in.
Especially now that it makes it where it is, so you'll at least be getting 1 seedling.
Max. Yeah. 1 seedling.
Usually, I think it'll be 2 because you'll probably lose the one on the right to like a zombie there, but the one in the middle and the one to the left will most likely live unless something weird happens.
But
Berry Blast,
it's for value's sake, it's a good card.
Yeah, it's decent. Berry Blast. They just
it's 5 cost
to do damage to the hero. Which
that's all
because I don't know, it was before.
Like, but they do the same for Bungee Plumber, so like it's not like
I was complaining about this
weird.
to Nicholas. They should not have changed Berry Blast or Bungee Plumber. They're like the foundations of every beginner's deck, anyone's deck.
Even good decks still use Plumber and Berry Blast.
There was
really good.
There was a part of like an email or like a message or whatever where this was coming in, where they were describing how they were thinking of this like balance change, and they were like, we wanted to make things more varied. We wanted to have fewer like 1 good card that's like to have 2, and I kind of disagree with that design philosophy because Bungee Plumber and Berry Blast are within the specifications of this game. They were almost like perfect cards, but now they're like trying to force competition, which I don't think it's necessary. I don't think they need competition. They weren't overpowered. They just occupied a niche.
Really good cards.
Like, what's the point in being like they need to have more competition? Like, I don't get why do they need to have more competition? Why? They're just good. Like, it's not like they're overpowered, therefore they need to be dethroned. It's just like we want to saturate that part of the game's niche with lots of cards for no real reason. Why? Just let them be. It's fine to have tricks be a lot more like based on 1 or 2 big ones, whereas units have more variance and are more varied, because that's just the way it's gonna be. You can't make tricks over and over again. Units always have like small differences, but like tricks, some of the stuff just it works, other stuff doesn't work, you know?
And like it's not overpowered, especially now that they buffed a lot of cheap removal cards, because every card class sort of has their own niche removal, like cheap removal. Hardy has Rolling Stone. Beastly has Nibble now, or Alien Ooze. That's more expensive though.
And it makes sense for Crazy and Bloom to be the ones that actually do damage to face.
And Smarty, I guess, has Bounce, and Guardian just has being defensive.
Guardian has Dying on like turn 3.
Yeah. Blaming Heart. It got nerfed. It's terrible. It was better before. Just like in general, not only stat-wise, because people used it. Hot Lava now costs 0. Insane buff went up to S tier. Replaces every environment.
We talked about this, right?
Invasive Species. Yeah, I'm just going through them quickly. Invasive Species is now a 2 cost 1/4 instead of a 3 cost 2/4. It's pretty crazy. 2 cost 4/4 with Hot Lava now. Lava Guava costs 4. Yeah, it's pretty decent now because it's quite cheap for how much damage it does. It's just almost better than chickening.
They just redid the calculation.
Yes. Petal
on Lava Guava because of the like lava.
Yeah. Petal is now a 4-cost trick. Transform a plant into a random plant and give it 1+1. 1+1+1+. 1+ health, 1+ strength. It's still horrible. No one's going to use Petalmorphosis because it costs.
Yeah, it's. If it was a 4-cost, transform a plant into a random plant that costs 4 or more, that would be something.
That would be
like a card people might consider playing.
because you could play Puff.
But this isn't.
Get like a better plan, you know.
Yeah, because if I'm playing 4, like Sun for it, it should at least be the value of a 4-cost plan.
Yeah, right. Because you can just get a random plant like button mushroom, and it's
you could just get like thief room, and then it's like, meh. Wonderful. Poison oak, we've gone over that.
Oh yeah, good buff. I don't know. Still, people aren't gonna.
It's still probably not going to be used that much, but like.
So they changed this, but in the more recent data mine things, it would have been 2 health instead of the 3 that was proposed in these like earlier changes we're going through. And the earlier
What's interesting to me is that it's not consistent throughout this change, because if you go to
it gives them only 2 health.
Pomegranate, yeah, it says all seedlings are also now 2 health instead of 1 health.
Which might have just been a type
so
of
is it like
seedling, maybe?
Or does it mean that like or does it mean that like all seedlings in your hand would become that? And is that supposed to be a buff or a nerf? Was that like when they were still thinking that seedling is 1 health, but if you played Atomic Pomegranate, they would like get buffed? Or is it supposed to be a nerf? Or did they mean for it to be like back when seedling was supposed to have 3 health,
Like they were just
and they just typoed for 1 health?
But then I think they decided to like maybe last minute change it to 3, but forgot it for the pomegranate.
Yeah, maybe. I'd hope that. I mean, the other one that kind of makes sense is that the typo is actually the 1, and it's meant to be 3, but someone someone was looking at the old stuff and it was like seedlings health, because that would make sense, right? The Atomic Pomegranate had like weaker seedlings. It would make more sense, I think, if seedlings had 3 health as the base, and then the Atomic Pomegranate seedlings were just 1 weaker because they're attached to like a stronger thing. But I don't know, based on that we can't tell where the mistake was, but either way, the current data mine suggests that seedling would have 2 health.
Yeah.
So
are we in Kabloom?
Yeah, we're in seedling.
Yeah, Sizzle is next.
Sizzle. Yeah, so in the
so this is, I think I predicted this, right?
Yeah. And
I was like, they're gonna make it 4 and 5.
Which is kind of boring. It's just Cake Explosion copied directly to the planet.
Yeah, it's also this is you can tell this is their whole like we're making it more varied trick, which is literally just we're gonna have like a trick that's like slightly different for each like different cost.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like, you know, you have Berry Blast for 2 and then you have this for 3, and it's like okay.
The rocket science change might seem worse than might seem less reasonable than the Shamrocket change, because rocket science is always a little bit worse than Shamrocket, because you have to like anticipate them playing something big, whereas in plants you just play it as a reaction like instantly. But rocket science can kind of function like offensively too, because these huge gargantuas are getting buffed, so if the plants play something big to counter it, it's rocket science.
I think the other point here is that like rocket science does more damage than Shamrocket, in the sense that like plants don't have as many big beefy cards, so taking them out is more damaging to the plant than when the plants take out your Gargantuars. Because if you have Gargantuars, there's like a million different Gargantuars, you know, it doesn't really matter. But like things that are actually worth rocket science thing. Yeah, it's like things that are worth a rocket science thing aren't just one of the cards in your deck. They are almost always the win condition of the deck. You know, it'll be like your Astrocados or your Elderberries, or well, Elderberries crap now, but you know, theoretically.
I mean, they only nerfed it by 1 health. Still usable.
All right, but it's worse.
No, it's still not. It's not bad. But like the justification, I think, is that it does more. It wreaks more havoc on plants to get rocket scienced than it does on zombies to get shamrocketed.
Yeah. Like if you destroy Elderberry, like beforehand, anyways, with my aggro with rocket
that's basically checkmate.
Like I'll be donezo.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Plants need strikes. We already went over this, but like zombies have frenzy. They don't need Like they can reliably hit face kind of no matter what. Plants don't have that, so big strike-through minions like Astrocado and Elderberry are necessary.
Yeah. Double strike could be more common because cards
and
utilize
this
double strike well.
I just think that
really
double
good.
strike should be everywhere.
Like Gatling P. Like could give Smarty
double strike should be something that isn't just in Mega Grow because you need it. You need it more.
And then the necessity
and strike through needs to honestly like.
They fucking remove Sunstrike, even though I agree. I don't think anyone basically used it. But with this,
but I think people would have used it now.
Yeah,
I think now the meta needs it.
This update patch would make it viable and usable. But instead they just made it.
I think
we'll get to Sunstrike later. No, well actually.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah.
Sizzle, we did. Yeah.
Transfiguration.
Oh, it got completely reworked. Yeah, so before Transfiguration was a 4-cost 4/7, which is really good stats, but whenever it got hurt, it transforms into a random plant.
So it was basically...
Whenever a plant is hurt and survives, transform it into a random plant, which included itself. So if you ever hit, like, with anything, you played, like, a Swabby in front of it, it would become, like, a pea shooter. So it was kind of crap.
You know what they should have done?
So I guess
they should have keep this ability for one extra turn. Like, for, like, the remaining of, like, the next plant that's been transformed.
That could work. But I don't know if it's
but like after that one, if that one like transforms as well, then it ends the ability.
Yeah, or I guess
that could be interesting.
But
it would have been
still makes
more
chances of you ending up with a bad plant, like kind of.
True, but you get your other plants to transform as well.
Yeah, I guess.
Notice also this because we'll get to it later, but this is one of those fruit-cakeable plants that they've gotten rid of, and at the same time that they're making fruitcake less good. And obviously it's probably like a coincidence. I don't think they were thinking about it, but it's just kind of worth thinking that like when plants
stats because it's so temporary anyway.
Yeah, I don't think that it is, but like the point is that like when plants get a nerf, they dig in the knife, but then for zombies, like fruitcake gets nerfed, but then they get rid of stuff that like you would need the 7 damage instead of the 5 damage anyways. So it's like it kills Wingnut, and like I guess a 7 would have killed like Gravitry
because it has armored.
No. It has armored. It would have lived 1 HP.
That's just, but yeah, we'll get to that later. But Wingnut living is actually pretty influential on the meta.
Dragon fruit. And now it
especially since Wingnut stops.
Dark matter.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, okay, yeah. Only finisher that plants have left is Dark Matter Dragon Fruit and like Brain Anna.
True. Brain Anna is gonna be like key for every match.
Yeah, you're gonna need Brain Anna to stop them from playing from guards
now.
But you can't play big.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem. No, but no, Victor. The problem is that the zombies play first.
Wait,
zombies
really?
play first. Yeah.
Yeah, Brain.
Yeah, because zombies play first.
Oh yeah, true.
Everyone would be running Brain Nana no matter what.
Yeah, I forgot.
Because Rigor play first. Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
we didn't even talk about Transfiguration though. It's pretty
Transfiguration.
good.
The new thing is reincarnation, but on the field basically.
Transformation station.
It's Transformation Station. I think it's a pretty good one. Like
it's decent. More people definitely use it than before.
Yeah, I feel like
it's a lot more flexible and it's a lot more reliable, even though it's still like random.
What's kind of funny is it might have just been better as like a 4-cost 4/7 with no abilities.
Yeah,
it's so good. It can.
Yeah, because it would actually be like a reliable 4-cost 4/7.
And it could take down most guards actually for only 4, just because it has so much health.
It would be like a plant bruiser.
That could be a fun card. They could just, I don't know, make one of those random cards like Bamboozle have those stats and people would use it.
Yeah, or like Smoosh Room or whatever it's called, Hammer.
Smoosh. What are its stats? 4 or 5. Yeah. See, my biggest problem with PvZ Heroes is they're trying to like, at least in like the recentish updates, they don't have like the budget to add new cards, So that's why a lot of the cards in the Triassic and Colossal, they try and make them like real cards in the game. They could rework the common cards that suck and no one uses them. Yeah.
Nah, no
also,
money in that thing.
I mean, they did rework Seedling.
Yeah, but that one's like kind of used.
Think about all the puzzle parties. All of them are gonna be ruined.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, every puzzle part is gonna be useless now.
It's gonna be dunzo. Not a single puzzle party is gonna work. Every time a puzzle party is like, oh, can't do it this week.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, you'll just not ever get that premium, which is probably their whole plan. This is all just done. Actually, turns out that like every single one of these actually cancels out like every single puzzle party, so you'll never get that like free premium pack, so you have to pay for it.
Oh yeah,
because Popcap needs that money. But yeah, that's actually like a big issue. I don't think they have the staff to like fix the puzzle parties.
Right? There's already 2 that you can't win.
Yeah, I think two every like rotation of them. Because there's the Disconaut one, which is ancient.
And it's so funny.
And then what's the other one?
Just like show them playing the right strategy and losing. You know the channels.
Yeah.
Upload the tutorial for each day. Yeah. So sad.
It's funny though.
But yeah, what's the next one? Velociradish Packmate, guys. Not Velociradish Pac-Man.
Doesn't have hunt. Packmate sounds kind of weird. They could have changed it to something like duo or twins or
leader.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, have like Velociradish leader and then like Velociradish like.
And it spawns the second one. Oh, I guess because it's called Hunter. I've always thought of it as like the both of them, because you always do get the both of them.
But the other one is just.
Yeah, because the whole point of them is that like it calls in the other one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's why it's like baby. But like now it doesn't make sense to me why it would be a Packmate, because it's the one bringing it. Because like doesn't the description say that like they like work in groups to like they hunt in packs, like they do the like whole clever girl thing.
It's some boring description. Let's see. Velociradish hunter hunts in packs.
I'm getting the Velociraptor description session.
Yeah, it's literally just the like reference to like the Jurassic Park like clever girl thing, you know, where it's like they like distract it with one and then like the other one comes along.
But as
like
yeah,
indicating pack hunters. One roars a distraction while the other strikes from the side. They're like balls.
Well, okay, there. Use that. Do like Velociradish roarer and Velociradish striker. Fuck it, I don't care. Just make the names better.
That'd be kind of cool if they had different stats instead of just being a duo.
Yeah, like they would actually be different.
Just make a copy of the card and make it slightly larger and have an extra leaf on its head.
Yeah.
Oh,
or even better, have it be so that like Velociradish
less leaves. It's just smaller.
Yeah, it's just smaller.
Make it so that like
color Velociradish hunter and make a new card.
Yeah. No, but like, what if they made it so that like Velociradish, the roarer, the one that you play first, would be like in the front, and it would actually have more health, and then like the other one would be like a glass cannon in the back. That would be like an interesting combo.
See? It would be fun. One would gain like health.
Yeah, this is just boring.
The other would gain attack or something.
Yeah, like the first one could start with like, you know, like 2 damage, but like have like 4 or 5 health, and then like it gains Dino Roar like health, and the other one is like, you know,
the other would be like a 1/4/1. Maybe that would be busted. It could be a 4 cost.
Yeah, it could be like a like red stingers, like 2 red stingers like behind each other kind of thing.
Yeah. No one plays Red Stinger.
Which, by the way, everyone's forgotten. Red Stinger exists in this game. It's not just a PvZ2 card, like plan. It's actually a card in this game, and no one ever uses it because it's crap.
We'll just forget about.
Because it's bad.
Yeah, I literally just forget Red Stinger exists. Like I was like, wait, oh hold on, Red Stinger. That's a card in this game.
There's so many cards. Like cards are either like decent, good, or then hilariously bad, and you remember all those. But then there's also the ones that are just mediocre and bad. Like everyone remembers Small Nut because it's stupid.
Never use Small Nut.
Everyone remembers like Hot.
Violin Virtuoso.
Oh yeah.
I remember
Hot date. No one thinks about hot date. Oh my god. Well, I don't think anyone in like higher levels thinks about like power flower that much either, because it's like
I don't fucking think about
not actually
Mayflower.
that good.
Like if it was like Mayflower, huh? What's that?
Mayflower. Oh yeah.
Wait.
The one that spawns the morning glory.
Yeah, you see, you don't want
Morning
corn
glory,
dog.
yeah.
Corn dog. Who thinks about corn dog?
Corn
No
dog.
one remembers Metal Petal Sunflower. To be honest, corn dog is kind of good. I realize.
No, it's not.
Or crow magnolia or steel magnolia. No one thinks about those.
Amphibious. It's not like amazing.
At least crow magnolia has like fine clone stuff going, but like no one thinks about steel magnolia. No one thinks about no one thinks about like the sun shrooms.
Oh yeah. Sun shroom. Sunnier shroom.
When the reaction of a person who actually plays the game is oh yeah, that's a bad sign. Like know,
if they buffed those, that would have been better.
We'd get more.
Yeah, if they made the bad or like boring, no one cares about them cards actually part of the meta, that would be so much more interesting. But
it'll make more decks viable. New strategies, new synergies.
Yeah, throw around some double attacks and bullseye. People will say, yeah, but like bullseye belongs for this and double attack belongs for that one. Okay, fuck you. Brainy gets to have every single ability on Earth. You obviously don't care about the regulations. Just make the game interesting. Shut up.
Well,
like
really.
Whatever.
It just gets teleports, cheaper tricks, bullseye,
untrickable, bonus attack. Lead.
Why does Brainy have untrickable? It's not even like beneficial to the class. It just makes their good cards better.
Everyone's gonna be playing Rust Bowl after this one.
Yeah, literally. Rust
Bowl Rust Bowl and Smash Pets. Those are the only two zombie decks that need to be played.
And what's it called? Electric Boogaloo. Exactly. That's two decks.
Why Electric Boogaloo? Oh yeah, because he's beastly.
Beastly, yeah.
And now he will use bubble.
Literally just any pet. Oh my god.
Let's move on to Mega Groga. Oh, Zapricot. Yeah, we don't care.
Yeah, let's move on quick. We're gonna like rant.
Yeah, they massacred my man. Yeah. He's gone now.
Look how they massacred my boy. He's just garbage.
Guys, Clock Synergy's gone.
Good.
Clock Synergy's gone.
Oh yeah, well, Cuckoo Zombie, Zapricot would have been better anyway if it had the same
Cuckoo Zombie is so much better than Zapricot because Cuckoo Zombie has pet
with tricks. Oh yeah,
but fair. It has pet synergy. It just does 9 damage by turn
really
3.
Cuckoo Zombie anyway.
Speaking of pet synergy, fucking cat lady or PSS. It's a
walnut. Oh, Victor. We're gonna get to Beastly. We're gonna get to Beastly.
It's a walnut.
Okay? Well, let's just keep on going.
Moving on to P.
Let's just keep on going.
Has now been buffed. 6. There will be a meta defense. Every Mega Groga will run Bamboozle, as it is a 6-cost 6/6. And if you evolve it, you draw 2 cards. On turn 6.
Wow!
When drawing cards is definitely valuable and can change the tide of battle.
Well, if you guys have like no other
This
cards.
is what Popcap thought was going to happen. What's actually going to happen, as we discussed in our earlier video, is that no one's ever going to use Bamboozle.
Like, ooh, me and my opponent are both low on cards. I have a low-cost plant that isn't doing anything for me. I need a big, powerful plant to kill them because they have exactly 6 health.
And I also need more cards.
This is another thing. When you're facing Gargantuars or pet decks, you want to be covering as many lanes as possible because the zombies are doing like 29 damage in every lane. So you're not going to be covering up lanes that are otherwise like already like covered up. You're not going to waste your Bamboozle on that. So making
just destroy after like 6 turns, they've killed all your cards and you've lost.
Anyway.
Yeah, I know, but like this is the thing. They're making No, but the problem here is that they're making, because Bamboozle is supposed to be, Bamboozle ought to be like one of those bigger, beefier plant cards, but they're making his youth, contingent on eating your other cards, so it's not even that good.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does Banana Peel cost 2? Because
wait,
2 costs
wasn't it 1?
Yeah, it used to cost 1. Now it costs.
What the?
See, it's bad.
Oh, I thought it was a 1 cost though. What the hell?
Yeah, at a 1 cost, I would say that it's actually balanced because then.
You know why they did this? Because Terrify is a 2-cost card that people definitely think is good.
Oh, Terrify. What's that?
It's Fry 'em Up's favorite card, second to Starch Lord actually.
Oh, it's the yeah, it's like the whole yeah.
Conjure draw a card.
Draw a card,
yeah.
or whatever.
There's that one Ohio mod that was really funny. It changed it to like Terra Fry. And I don't remember what it did, but if it was like
Terra Fry,
absolutely
yeah,
decimated.
Fry 'em up.
Ohio mod's so funny. I just like watching it because it's like a funny mod where it's just everything goes to hell and everything
It's
fucking.
another thing that I think is a problem, which I mean, the clock synergy thing kind of shows it. Whoever's making these changes is not like in tune with the community of the game, because clock synergy was like a meme. It was like, oh yeah, clock synergy, cuckoo clock zombie, and then you got rid of it. Like, why? It doesn't do anything. You don't need to get rid of it. Like, but it's like someone who like doesn't care about the actual community. They have nothing to like. They have no connection to it. Like,
yeah.
I feel like the person.
Yeah, Black Eyed P 2-2. We did that, right?
It was the
Cosmic P, we did that.
They massacred my boy.
it's my boy the janitor who made these updates.
They nerfed the like not just like the really good plant cards, but they barely touch the really good zombie cards.
Yeah,
they don't nerf the very good zombie cards. They didn't nerf. I don't think the zombies got any real nerf in these balance changes.
Stuff got nerfed.
Like, yeah, but like, I don't care. Fuck you, pirate.
Conman lost pirate synergy.
But like,
Quick Draw Conman lost pirate synergy.
Oh, is it Space Cowboy?
And Flame Face.
Space Cowboy.
Flame Face.
No longer.
Flame Face is like no longer a gravestone.
We'll get there. We'll get
wow.
But don't worry, Nicholas. They just play Deep Sea Gargantuar, and then they win.
Yeah, not to worry. The zombies aren't weakened at all. In fact. But yeah, Grave Tower is a 3-cost, which is was a 3-cost. Now it's a 4-cost.
Cosmic P.
Cosmic. Don't talk about Cosmic.
It's now reworked to a 4-cost 2/2. This is a meta-defining card. Everyone will win Cosmic P alongside Bamboozle. In fact,
it's such a shit card.
If you waste a turn playing your playing whatever P you got that has double strike, you can evolve Bamboozle onto Cosmic P and draw 2. No, it's Leafy Evolution. No, it's just
it's not evolution. Yeah.
Okay, and then you can draw 2 cards in addition to that 1 piece you conjured for 4.
It should be heroes. Cosmic P should be like Cosmic P. I feel like Cosmic P should be like Dr. Space Time. It should like every time it hits the zombie hero, it draws a card and it costs 1 less.
The problem is they balance frenzy cards based on like, oh, but normally it does this much damage, but it might do this much damage. So like, I don't know, it gets 1 less attack. But they balance like double strike cards as if it's always going to do the extra damage.
No, it just dies.
Even though it never does. Literally never does. True.
I don't know how they made Cosmic.
Yeah, no, but another problem that I have with the way that they do Frenzy is that it feels...
It is with 4.
Yeah.
They think
it feels like Frenzy is like something that they like slap on things. You know, where they're like, oh, this has to be like, this thing is too, if we make it any cheaper, it'll be too good. So it has to be this expensive, but we have to justify it, give it Frenzy. But then for plants, it's like, you will bleed to have double strike.
You know what they should have done? Made the coffee grounds be stackable with like, already like double strike plants. Because there's so few of them.
Triple strike.
Like triple strike.
What the? So
it's just another one.
Do a bonus attack. It attacks twice.
Attacks 4 times.
Victor, I don't think you understand the implications on Mega Gatling P this has.
I support.
Damage.
Well, we need something to counter Gargantuars.
Yeah, we need something to kill and then hit through. That's the problem. Plants have nothing that kills and then hits the face. But we've talked about that forever. We'll get there. We'll get there.
This is a sad.
We're really like just. Oh, the only thing that we're actually talking about is how Gargantuars and like bonus attacks are breaking the game. Grave Power, 4 cost instead of a 3 cost, which used
I don't
to be.
know why they did this. So stupid.
Great Power was OP. It feels like they're specifically targeting Combustible with this one.
How is Great Power OP?
Yeah.
I think I've seen it played once in my whole
it's
gaming
history. Because
it's decent, but no one plays it though.
Only Captain Combustible really used it.
Yeah.
Maybe they were worried because is Great Power Mega Grow or is it what is it?
It's Mega Grow.
It's not. But
yeah. Maybe they were worried about like Mega Grow is like too good in this new update. I don't know because Podfather. So like they're like preemptively nerfing Mega Grow.
Literally the only good buff they made.
I mean, it kind of feels like that's what they're doing, right? They're like preemptively trying to nerf Mega Grow because they're expecting Podfather to like make it really good all of a sudden.
Half banana.
Also,
cost 1 freight plan. When destroyed, all fruits in your hand get 1+1+. Being a fruit isn't that good. But
I mean, it's better than it was before.
Yeah.
It's better than it was before.
Yeah, it's basically what they've done is banana synergy has been changed to fruits.
Reduce its health. Because
not really.
2-2. It's not that crazy. Like, how many fruits are you running? Oh, my Captain Cucumber is now a 2-5.
Fruits aren't even that good anyway, so I feel like you could allow it to be better.
Fruits don't have a synergy, so like. If you're running if you're running a fruit, it's not like you're gonna bring in other fruits just for the sake of fruits. You know?
Yeah. Like you don't run fruit synergy.
You're only gonna use mostly pets, and like I don't know, same with pirates and stuff.
Yeah. Which, by the way, the fact that like yeah, the fact that like pets can basically exist on their own because they have Locust Swarm for removal, they have like Pied Piper and stuff for like Gravestone, like kill small stuff. They have Cat Lady for winning the game. They have Lunchbox for whatever the fuck. They have Chickening for like killing stuff.
No, but like because every
I think
because
Gizzard Lizard got a buff.
Gizzard is overpowered, but because everything else got nerfed to 1 health, it just kills everything.
Well, 2 health, 1 health. Is
one or 2 health, yeah.
Because Chickening already did.
Well, yeah. Now Triceratops dies.
Oh yeah.
Fuck, what's it called?
Well, no one's playing.
But yeah, there's like.
No one's playing Triceratops on turn 4 because no one's playing Triceratops anymore.
No one's playing. Yeah, not because they're not playing Triceratops earlier. It's because they're not playing Triceratops because he's useless now. He's just doubled mint.
Also, Gizzard is kind of overpowered. Does 3 damage to everything.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Yeah.
We've been saying we will get there, but I think that's the next episode.
No, we just have to soldier on through. This is gonna. It's gotta be a special because we need to like get past the PvC heroes eventually.
Long. Yeah. Super, brunch. We're combining breakfast and
lunch. Brunch.
You're fasting for half the day.
Potted Powerhouse. Wow, this is such a nice change. They fixed Potted Powerhouse. Powerhouse. It got 1 extra attack.
It's still 5 cost, but it's a 4/4 instead of a 3/3.
Wow. Wow. Well,
no one cares.
Anyways, moving on.
It's better, but it's not.
Objective, but like no one cares because there's no one who's gonna use it. Who uses this?
My reaction to this? Oh no. Anyways. Super fat beat. Oh no. Anyways.
3 double strike.
Oh yeah. Coming back, we were talking about tough beats. Super fat beats. It's all 6
Oh no.
cost,
Anyways.
1/1.
Move on.
Of course, it becomes a 3/3, but it's a ridiculous cost. It should be like a 3/4 cost. It shouldn't be a 6 cost.
It should be a 4 cost.
Yeah, 4 cost.
No one has
it would be a solid
punishment for like swarm users. Because especially since pets is OP now, and also since like Hardy can spam all their leftovers and stuff. So seeing more swarm.
I'm actually kind of excited.
I think that the only anti-swarm card on the plant side that I think works, like cheap anti-swarm, like Popcap and whatever, but like is Ketchup Mechanic, because it actually like does the thing that it's supposed to. It can kill one of the big things that the swarm is helping, and it heals you, which is what you need to live through swarms, because swarms eat up your shield, your block, so you need like more health. These don't do the job because they do like killing a big thing.
Beanstalk is good now. What the fuck?
Yeah, typical Beanstalk is actually like a good card.
Like real good rework though.
Yeah.
It becomes a magic Beanstalk, so you just get that.
Because like 3 cost 3/3 is not good stats, but if you play it next to any other Leafy, you'll get a magic Beanstalk.
So when you're running a bean deck, you just run 4.
Good.
You run
if it
4.
Have any other abilities, it's pretty mad.
4 typical Beanstalks.
Like the way good stats go is 2/2 or 1/3 for a 1 cost. Well, depending on its ability, then like 2/3 or 3/2, or even like 1/5. I guess 1/5 is depending on the ability, obviously, but it can be really good. And then 3/3 for a 3 cost. 2/4 is decent, but it's not as good as 3/3 because 3/3 can do just way more damage. It can kill like tankier cards.
This feels kind of
yeah, for 4 costs and more on
almost applesaucery in the way that it has like 2 different uses to it. You know what I mean? Where like it can just be a turn 3 like 3 damage counter to something.
Defensive, but if you have another plant, then you can use it even better.
But if you have a Leafy there, then it's also good. But it works as a 3 cost 3/3 against a lot of stuff. Like it's fine
what does Magic Beanstalk? What does
it's the 1 cost 4/4 draw card.
Yeah, that's really good. And do you put magic? Does it put Magic Beanstalks into the deck?
No, it just transforms into 1.
No, that's like Lima Pleurodon and Weenie Bean, and not Weenie Beanie.
But this Magic Beans. Oh, Weenie Beanie.
Oh, Magic Beans. Weenie Beanie, we're getting there. That's the next one, actually.
In your deck. This is the unmentioned.
Whip Fine. Wow. No, we're skipping Whip Fine and no one cares. Bean Counter.
Because no, we did Whip Fine on the last.
No one cares. Bean Counter.
Yeah.
4 cost.
We already did one. Bean Counter.
Team up.
But it has team up, guys.
They
did my boy dirty.
Oh, but it breaks your hand with 2 Weenie Beanies.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll definitely use those Weenie Beanies and you'll get a 3/3
they did
counter with team up.
We've been discussing here a little bit about what kind of things we think should be done to make Bean Counter better. We don't have the time to go through all of them, but I think the consensus
we had a whole discussion.
Don't do this.
Better.
Whatever you're doing, do not do this. This is the wrong way to do it. This is incorrect, like
I was
objectively incorrect.
That like, in my brain, I was thinking like that if Bean Counter still is like I was discussing with Nicholas and Engin. Like if Bean Counter still, it'll be like a a Starch Lord, but a bit better for Weenie Beanies.
Yeah.
Or just beans in general. Like if Bean Counter
like a bean Starch Lord.
And it would like you get 2 Weenie Beanies, and then if you place down the Weenie Beanies or beans, you get like 2 plus 2 to like the bean when you place it down. So
and if you want to argue that beans are too good, it could even work on like when you play a bean counter. It's like a warlord for Weenie Beanies and bean counter.
Like Weenie Beanie could be like 1 cost 1/1 team up amphibious, and it would be really good then. Well, it would be alright. It'd be decent.
It'll be alright.
It would be good with bean counter because if you buff it 2/2, then it'd be really good.
Yeah, really but like instead they nerfed my boy to a 1/1.
It's completely useless. No one's ever going to use this. Paratillery we talked about. Nuts. I think we talked about that.
1 health.
Actually, I don't think we talked about Go Nuts. But like,
no, it wasn't.
Cares.
Yeah.
No, Go Nuts is actually good. People did use Go Nuts.
Yeah, it's good, but like it's a +1 health. It's like one of those like
it survives the bungee plumber. Like it's good,
but it's
not like
I'm pretty sure.
I'm not like it's not like it doesn't change the card in any fundamental way, and it just makes it a little better.
I mean,
a little better than it was before.
Go Nuts is good.
But think about it. Right? Go Nuts. But like nuts already have like a bunch of health, and like they have a bunch of like things to buff health. But it's a nut card.
Yeah. But
so like,
it's not meant to
there's a lot of
nuts.
Why not?
Because it's meant to synergize with team up. It's like
team up.
Nuts have team up one. When you play a team up plant, you get like
a lot of nuts have team up.
Yeah, but like there's also the Smarty cards with team up, so you can use them with that.
Yeah, you can use it with nuts, so both. Yeah. That's what it's used for.
Doesn't matter if it's.
Does matter. Because nuts.
But the problem is that no one really cares. Just use 3 nut like a normal person.
Okay, next card. I have big complaint.
Laser
about this one.
cattail.
Go nuts does stack quite a lot if you get multiple of them.
Yeah, it does.
To all team up cards.
It's like a angry berry, very angry.
Very angry.
Yeah.
It's like that card, but like
1/4 would have been insane.
Replayable.
1/4 would have made it. Oh, but team up is getting boosted a bit, no? Oh no, amphibious is getting better.
Amphibious is better.
Well, supposedly it was, but now Laser Cattail, if this is true, is dead and useless, and no one's ever going to use it.
2 cost 2 on
according to this, 2 cost 2 on amphibious team up. Start of turn. If there's another plant here, do 2 damage to the zombie hero.
It's shit now.
Bro,
it's another mirror nut copy. Why?
They really need to copy mirror nuts.
Like, at least it's like a start of turn, so like it happens multiple times or whatever.
They just nerf, but it's still stupid.
Like,
we don't need more.
But like, who's gonna? You don't have that much amphibious in your deck where you're gonna like always be able to play something and also protect it, because photosynthesizer is crap, so you're not gonna have that. You need like a bubble, or you need I don't even know what you'd use for it.
The recent Laser Cattail was good. Well, it was kind of good because there's not many amphibious cards. That's why it was kind of good, not that good. It was because it got 1/1 every time you played a plant on that lane that it was at, and that made it like a 3, 3/2. And if you play another one, it would be a 4/3, which would be pretty good, especially. Yeah, that has to die.
Well,
yeah, this is the problem though.
They could have buffed Banana Peel.
No, but like seriously though, what is this Laser Cattail? It's a 2/1, which it dies to Octopult, because Octopult's been changed to have fucking Frenzy again. Frenzy just being smashed onto things on the zombie side, but no one gets double strike.
Has Frenzy now as well.
But yeah, this is useless. Laser Cattail in this update is garbage. This is garbage. No one's gonna use this.
Garbage.
This is just a mirror nut that doesn't really work.
And then,
guys, even mirror nut, which is the best at being a mirror nut, believe it or not, mirror nut is the best mirror nut there is. It's still not good.
Yeah.
It's still bad.
It's like mediocre.
Yeah.
To like maybe okay at best because of it.
It's just like a work. Because the thing is, they're basically what the point of mirror nut is. You're playing lots of nuts, so we want you to have a way to capitalize on that.
And then you play
Mconnel is just objectively better in doing that.
Yeah, but the purpose of mirror nut is like you put it like behind a walnut or something, and then you place down Mconnel as well. So you're doing a lot of damage.
It's fine with Mconnel, but on its own, I don't think it's enough.
If they try to block it with zombies, then they start getting damage anyways to the heroes because of the mirror nut. So I think it's good in that sense. But it's very niche.
But I don't think it carries on its own. I think it's actually because a lot of the people in the Reddits and the whatever, like the fandom, cry that like Brainana isn't actually good. It's a win more, not a win condition. I think mirror nut is actually a win more, not a win condition, because it doesn't on its own. You're not going to win games with mirror nut. But if you have Mconnel, it helps you
do a lot of damage.
Well, yeah, sure, but like reliably in a good deck, you need the Mconnel. Mirror nut is sort of it's the blooming heart to whatchamacallit to Mconnel's like haunted pumpkin. You know, like the position they serve in the deck is like it's the helper one, and it's useful to have, but you're not winning games because of Blooming Heart. You're winning games because of Haunted Pumpkin. Now you're not winning games because of either, because they're both crap, but you were winning games because of them.
So it's kind of. We went on a rant about what did we go on a rant about? I forgot. Mirror nut.
Laser tail into they're trying to replace mirror nut. Mirror nut isn't actually good, so stop trying to clone it. Mconnel is the thing that makes mirror nut deck work.
They basically
a slightly different variant of each other.
Mirror nut was already like it has its own niche, and it's like it kind of works if you have a deck based around Mconnel and mirror nut. But now they're making other cards like Laser Cattail with the same ability, but worse.
The same, just same but worse.
Yeah.
Which is like why Heroes like Laser Cattail had already its own thing, like its own features. But now it's just
got rid of its
a different card. It might as well be called Laser
stats.
Laser Walnut.
In the more recent data mine changes.
No, I think.
Really, yeah, no. It was
really different.
Or then
we have
what was
more.
The difference? What was the buff it got?
Was it like 3-2 or something?
No.
Because it got a buff. I remember it got a buff somehow. What was the buff?
I'm not really.
Was it?
Yeah, check.
Oh, okay. Well, while Engin checks Leaf Blower, it bounces gravestones now. It's just better.
But I don't think it would change much if Cattail was a 2-2 because the whole passive changed. That's the problem. Because I don't think
Leaf Blower, we can all agree. Leaf Blower just become a little better. It's not amazing. It's not horrible, but it's just better now.
It's better.
It's like a grave like ability.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But it doesn't make any changes. Like it's a
really cost. It's just a 2-2 with the same ability. But if it's got the stupid do 2 damage to the zombie hero ability, it
has that. No, if it was the 1-1 extra like, every time, then it would be a really good one. Yeah. 3/3 2 cost.
Yeah, because now all that's gonna happen is you're gonna get octopulted by the Neptuna's monstrosity frenzy 3/4 or whatever.
It's a 3/4.
Kill everything. What is it? Is it a 3/3 or 3/4? I don't remember.
I thought it was 3/3. Yeah, I was gonna say 3/4 is ridiculous. Because even if you have
it matters a lot more than 2, like the step up, because there's a lot more things with like 3 health you can kill. 3 attack, and if you're 3/3, then there's like a lot more things you can kill. Like turns. Yeah.
Laser Cattail's basically over. No more Cattail.
Cattail's cooked.
And then we've talked about
useless. Leaf Blower is just better now.
Yeah,
it's just more flexible. Lightning Reed, we already talked about that. Mayflower, we talked about that though. I take back.
I'm actually really disappointed that they didn't change Lightning Reed to like have a higher splash damage. Yeah, to like 2 or something.
It could be 2/3 with the splash damage.
No, I want it to be. I want it to be a 2/2 with splash damage of 2.
Oh, sorry.
That's what I want.
Then have 2/3.
Oh.
Snapdragon's with 2 splash damage because Snapdragon costs 4 and it's 3/3 with 3.
Oh, Snapdragon is amphibious now.
Yeah, it's amphibious now. Yeah.
Well, it's not changing much because it's in the middle for splash damage anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You still play on like the 1 to 4 amphibious anyways because duh. But like
so you get hit in the face by the zombie.
Just cancels out.
And then
if there's like a fishy imp, you die to it, you waste your 4 cost on it, and it doesn't do anything extra. What? But like Mayflower, I take back what I said last time, where I was like, oh, it's gonna kill the Octopult. It's not.
No.
Octopult is insane now.
Before it did.
It'll still kill it, but it won't.
It won't survive.
It won't trade positively. It won't. It'll die to it, which is like. Sure, but it's that makes it a lot worse, I think, because that's actually a big issue that it has.
And then if they buff their Octopult like by anything, then they just like win that trade completely.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
if they do anything to the Octopult, then it frenzies you to the face as well, which is insane.
What is it?
It's like a lot of key party cards that give more health, right, guys?
Leftover be like.
Yeah.
Well, leftover.
I actually think
you need 2 extra health. Trick the Hardy Treat and
Hardy Treat, yeah.
Or
I think it is insane to me what they're doing with Octopult because it's basically like punishing people for playing amphibious cards. Because like if you have like a Sting Bean or a Laser Cattail in the amphibious lane, all it means is they're gonna take out that card and they're gonna get Frenzy Face. So like why even play amphibious?
It's just like amphibious anymore. It's just an anything counter. They play mindlessly throw it on.
What was the 3/3 super rare Yeti zombie that conjured like a.
It's just Yeti zombie.
1/1. Oh, is it just
Yeti? Just Yeti. Yeah.
What's
the 4 cost lunchbox bounce.
A lunchbox. Yeah, it wasn't lunchbox buffed.
Yeah.
Yes. So he's gotten better as well.
Yeah, pets. Isn't
because pets need the buff apparently.
Oh, a TK Cat Lady will pop off now.
It is.
Yeah, so if
it is a pet.
If you played that as well on it.
It's a gourmet pet trick, I think.
It's insane.
Anyways,
Thank God I already have a pet deck.
Is now a 5-cost 3/5. Wow.
No one cares. Navy Bean.
We talked about this. Doesn't matter. We talked about Navy Bean. We already talked about Snapdragon.
But he's on.
Soul Magic.
Yeah, it doesn't change anything. No, this
Soul
is a
Magic
good
Beans
change.
is the newest one.
It's a good change. It's not a significant one though.
Yeah, I mean, other beans
of getting a 5 Magic Beanstalk by like.
if you run Lima Porodon, typical beanstalk, and so magic
like,
beans.
If you're running all the things to get magic beans, you don't really need so magic beans. The problem with so magic beans.
Yeah, they're better
too. It's a complete waste of your early game, like turn 2.
Yeah, that's true. You could just play.
You'll play Lima Porodon on turn 1. You play Lima Porodon on turn 1. You play Mayflower turn 3. You don't really need the turn 2 for this because you should be saving that for something else that's like going to counter their play.
Normally,
or clear out the amphibious lane.
What would be good? Maybe even a little busted. It's just you get a Magic Beanstalk next turn. Like you only get 1, but it'd still be really good.
Yeah, just give you 1. That would actually maybe work. But okay, Winter Melon. They're doing this thing I don't like. I don't like that.
Oh yeah, when played, freeze a zombie.
Okay. I mean, it's not a bad change, but it's kind of like a lazy change.
No. I don't like they're doing this thing with big cards where they're like, how do we make big cards good? We'll just let them do their ability when they're played. And it's like,
Like, I don't know, it's just
but isn't
way too much onto the card. And it makes it feel more cluttered while not actually improving
also,
the plays.
Winter Squash is coming back for real on God.
What is coming back?
Winter Squash?
Winter Squash was like always
true.
the thing. So like
roast that going off.
You can just kill someone. But like I don't like the way that they're doing it. Like generally this kind of philosophy
I feel like
of
if they really wanted to buff Wintermelon, they could just give it like an extra health.
Yeah, I feel like the problem is that they are coddling expensive cards way too much currently.
Oh yeah,
like
I forgot.
If they give
too much
an extra health, it'd be immune to fruitcake.
If it was a 4/6, then it would be like better.
But Rose, this is a good change for like Inter Squash help, I guess. Yeah. It's okay.
It makes freeze decks better. I just don't like the philosophy of it, where it's like big cards need to just like
Winter Squash can kill Gargantuars.
Like freeze is good now,
There's
I guess, but like I don't like the way they're doing it. There's better ways to do it for big cards. Okay, we've done Cob Cannon, we've done Elderberry, we've done Haunted Pumpkin.
We've done Laser Beam. Oh no, we haven't.
Laser Beam is not done because this is an ability.
So basically what they did was buff it by 1. But like if you decide to play,
but like they took 1 health away.
Yeah, which doesn't.
But like it doesn't really matter because
important than health, especially for Laser Beam.
Yeah, especially for strike.
Which is like
keeping Cob Cannon doesn't matter. Elderberry cooked, Haunted Pumpkin cooked.
Yeah,
we already did those in the last video, so like we can go over those.
Wow, now only costs 2. Wait, really? Oh, this
only costs 2
compared to the.
No, it was cost 2.
In the Dynamite changes, it had 2 health instead of 1.
Really?
It had cost the same.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember.
Oh.
It was such a useless change.
So for those who don't get it here, Laser Beam, the reason it's a 6/6 is because you play it and then it's basically a magnifying grasp, but like more health. So it gets 1 attack for each stun, and because it costs 6,
doesn't suffer from it that much because 6/6 strike through is still alright, but magnifying.
And then it can go higher, like to 7, 8, 9, whatever.
Oh yeah, but like, the problem with the
because it's a cheap card.
The card is you have to wait for it to be good.
Yeah.
Things like
so you have to wait.
Don't suffer from this because it's
and then you also hope to God that they don't have any tricks to kill a 1 health zombie.
And then you need to have like basically you need to have bonus attack clear the thing out of the way, and then you need to. It's just not very good.
You hope to God they don't have gravestones or tricks to annihilate magnifying grass, which is why no one plays.
Everything has 1 health, so they're going to be running like barrel.
Chickening. I'm telling you, chickening is the most powerful card in the game.
4 cost though. Barrel is better because it does 1 damage to everything.
Really? Or it's Z-Max Super.
Oh yeah, Z-Max Super and Barrel of Deadbeards. will pop off. Barrel of Deadbeards was already busted.
Yeah, now it's even more busted.
Costs 4/3, and it can do 5 damage in total.
At least final mission was nerfed.
Oh yeah, a little bit, barely.
A little bit, 1 cost.
But yeah, final mission Barrel of Deadbeards. You can do so much damage.
And now to another controversial card, Sunstrike, which is no longer Sunstrike. Sunstrike.
Now a new card.
Cross-pollination.
A 3-cost flower fruit trick. Conjure a flower, conjure a fruit. They both cost 1 less.
Which is stupid,
what a cool
because like
idea. People
what's
use this.
Yeah, what Sunstrike did before was make all plants on that turn strike through, and also conjure a trick, which was like conjure a trick's okay, it's like a bonus.
Plants have like conjure synergy. They don't have space time.
But the important thing was the strike through. That was like really good, and
giving strike through for one turn for everything.
It would have been really useful,
especially in this new meta. It would have been amazing.
But now they made a cross-pollination.
They got rid of a thing that would have been like life-saving for this new meta for plants who are struggling to kill the Gargantuar and then get damage to face. But now it doesn't work anymore.
This feels like such a nothing card. Like it just kind of bloats up the game
it's just,
and no one uses it.
It's like a worse Flourish.
It's like another one of those useless cards that no one thinks about.
Flourish because they cost 1 less. But
still,
but like, are they gonna be good?
Useful. Fruits are alright. Flowers are alright. You can go.
I really hate that they changed all the draw cards, tricks.
Conjure.
Yeah, it's like what a waste.
Draw cards is always better, and it's more fun because it's less RNG. The more RNG you have, it's annoying. There's a good.
Well, sometimes it's more. Yeah. But like, sometimes it's fun when like you're playing zombies, but not when you're playing plants.
Yeah, if every game is waiting till you get that like 1 conjured legendary that wins you the game, it's so stupid.
Oh, what's it called? The 10-cost card legendary plant solar. What?
Oh, solar. Oh. Cornucopia.
Cornucopia.
So bad.
They should have buffed it.
Cornucopia. I've gotten like lily pads and like cabbage pulse.
You got 4 seedlings in a row.
Yeah.
Cornucopia is completely worthless. Okay, Venus Flytrap we went over last time. Oh wait, it has 1 health extra. Venus Flytrap used to be. This is actually different.
It is different. In
this Venus Flytrap.
Recent changes, it's only 3/1.
Well, oh yeah.
I actually think it works as a 3/2. I don't even mind it. I think it's a 3/2.
4/1 would be best. 3/2 works.
4/1 is obviously like best, but like having it be a 3/2. I mean, it doesn't survive that much though. What's a 1 damage?
But it does heal. It's almost a guaranteed heal 3. Not guaranteed, but like you know what I'm on about.
Yeah. 4/1 would work better though.
The problem is that like really for plants, the difference between 2 and 1 is basically nothing.
Yeah. Well,
like it basically.
Because so many people are going to be running Barrel of Deadbeards.
Everyone's gonna be running Barrel.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. Because now it's all 1 health stuff, so the Barrel of Deadbeards becomes more relevant to the meta, I guess.
Which unlike before, is still fucking overpowered. Like, doesn't change its overpowered.
Yeah, still way too, like, if we're talking about, like, strong cards that are OP, Barrel of Deadbeards into final mission is 8 damage to face, man. On, but like, turn 2.
That's to face, but it can take down basically any plant thing.
Wait, what was the final mission nerf? Did they nerf it to like a higher cost? Okay.
You can't hit face.
What? They should have nerfed. They should have made it a 4 cost.
A 4 cost.
Yeah.
You have to sacrifice a zombie though. That'd be worthless.
Exactly.
Cost normally.
I mean, let's be honest here. No one's using final mission for anything other than barrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I think final mission has to be worse than it usually like should be, just because barrel exists and it's such a like good synergy.
So
really, like kind of other shit.
Because it's a crazy card. And
what is
a stealthy card? Oh no, is it a crazy?
Well, no. I'm not too sure.
Oh, Barrel is crazy.
Oh, yeah,
Because
true.
Brainstorm uses that. It's part of Valk Trickster.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not crazy.
Okay,
It's overpowered, dog.
Valk Trickster uses it. Yeah, it's every crazy hero has access to it.
Stealthy.
Yeah.
They water balloons. Wow, they actually buffed it, guys. It's actually worth its cost, guys. -2 instead.
Wow.
But it has to be a non-amphibious. So if it is amphibious, it does nothing. There's no point in throwing it.
Oh, that's true. Well, how many people are running amphibious zombies?
Everyone now because of Deep Sea Gargantua and like Octopo and like all these cards.
Oh, that's true.
There'll be more of them, that's for sure.
There will be a lot more.
Becky,
Like everyone. Also, yeah, that card is gonna be run more because it's a 1/2. Wait, what is it? 2/1, 1/2? It's over. It's pretty good. It didn't need to get bumped.
Ducky.
Yeah, Ducky Tube Zombie, whatever it's called.
Oh wait, we're moving to superpowers last.
Oh yeah, now we're on to superpowers of plants.
Plant superpowers. Ensign Uproot. Beta Caratina. Or do we want to like do superpowers separately?
We can
Big Ant, but like.
Yeah, let's do them now.
Separation from zombies.
It's now one cost one.
Thank goodness they got a buff.
What the fuck they do?
And now it's just amphibious.
Oh, it's just what changed? A 2/2 not amphibious.
Why did they give the stat nerf?
2/1 with amphibious.
Oh, no one cares.
Yeah, no one does care.
Why the stat nerf? It's a crap super anyways.
You don't even get anything out of it.
Yeah, one cost 2/2 isn't exactly crazy.
Like,
I mean, okay, let's think about this. No, let's be logical about this. Let's be logical. They want to make it so that, like, the supers cost 2 and the signature costs 3, but with some of the later stuff, like Huge Gigantic, they've been a little looser with that.
Yeah.
We have a 1 cost 2/2 amphibious plant in the form of Limapleurudon, and Limapleurudon still needed an extra ability to be like
and it's
worth playing.
So
good.
It's 2 cost.
And it's still a 1 cost. So really move another plant or zombie, which is Gardening Gloves, but like slightly better, but it doesn't have the draw card feature.
And technically,
it doesn't need to be a 2/1.
Wait, no, this card is super rare, right? That's probably why they're like, eh.
What?
Because Limapleurudon is legendary. This is a
but they're
super rare.
Super rare.
This is a super power though.
This is super rare, mind you.
Yeah, Conman is a super rare. They don't seem to give a shit. I mean, okay, they did nerf it a little bit, but like it's still not. They avoided doing the actual like hard work of making. We'll get there. Okay, let's move on. Genetic amplification still crap.
Yeah, they just made it a +1/1 instead of +2/1.
Genetic amplification needs a complete rework.
No, Beta Caratina sucks so much balls. Not gonna lie.
Beta Caratina is just proof of the fact.
The problem is, all the superpowers play their thing immediately, but to get any benefit from genetic amplification, you need to spend 2 extra suns. So it's the only superpower that costs 3 sun.
Yeah, it's just so dumb. But yeah, Beta Caratina, because she's a copy of Citron, I feel like she's proof of the fact that that superpowers really make the hero. Because Citron has some good decks. He's not amazing, but he has some good decks. He works pretty well. Beta Caratina is useless garbage. Because her supers are so bad. Opposed to Huge Gigantica, who has insane supers. I mean, okay, they're slightly less insane now, but we'll get there as well.
They nerfed it by like a little bit, not even that.
More Spore. I don't. What's the difference?
More Spore is.
Why are they doing this?
More, they changed this as well with. They changed this more Spore and what's the dancing superpower?
Dance off.
Dance off. They did both of them like the same way. So now you can choose the first one.
So you place the first one. Okay, that works. So it actually blocks something.
Which is actually really good because you can control it so much more viable. Like you can control a lot better, especially if you have like 1 or 2 plants or zombies placed down. You can
Yeah, because
already
usually you play this out to block something. Like if they've put like a mini ninja and you have nothing else to play, but then it misses and then it's like, oh great.
Yeah, you have a guaranteed block and then of something. And then you can also, like, if you have at least one plant down, it's a 50-50 of getting another block.
Yeah.
So it's pretty good.
I mean, if you have one plant down, it's already 50-50 of blocking something, but now it's just better because it guarantees you at least one.
Because there's 3 empty lanes.
Yeah, but you spawn 2 randomly.
So that's what I'm saying. I guess, that's true. Yeah, I'm not.
It just slightly increases the guarantee of
Nightcap has been made. This is the worst change in the entire update patch. Nightcap has become Nightcap.
Nightcap is now Nightcap.
Hashtag bring back Nightcap. Everyone spam that to Popcap or whatever. I literally don't know why they did. Do they like Wall Night?
Manager don't.
Yeah, Wall Night is Wall Night together.
500 emails telling them to.
You could send very mean messages to them on their email.
We're not endorsing any of this.
Yeah, Wall Night is written together. It's not Wall Night. It's not, like, why would you do the Nightcap? Now it doesn't, it means a different thing.
As it's a cap that you use in the night.
Anyways, it's relatively untrivial.
It's just like, why?
It just makes it like slightly worse from like a sort of like literature point of view, like the implication of the name is off now.
Bro, they did
whatever, it doesn't change the game.
They did it just to show the community. That's what they did it for.
Anyway,
honestly, I don't whatever.
Pummel gets nerfed.
Oh yeah, it's kind of like
Power Pummel is now useless actually.
Like there's no reason for this nerf. It was good, but it wasn't overpowered. Yeah, it was just good.
I feel like no one really had it. Basically, it was just like, because again, signatures are supposed to be 3 damage, or 3 cost, sorry.
Like, it could be really powerful, but you'd have to play into it first, because...
Yeah, no, but like, this is the thing.
The max it can do is 6 damage, and like...
It's supposed to be,
for 6 damage at the start of the turn, which would be...
Yeah, that's true.
But then they just...
Yeah, but like, that's the point of it, right? That's the point of Power Pummel, is that you have to play into it to cover your face. Now you don't have to do that. You can just not play into it, and it's a useless super. Like it's a car. It's basically like bricking your deck, because all they need to do is just not play zombies on the ground. It's like, don't play stuff on the ground, and it doesn't do anything.
But you kind of have to at some point.
But like if you have amphibious and you have like just like not that much normal ground stuff, you don't actually need for like quite a while to do it. So if they have that in hand, it's not that good. And when you do play, you can play crap. Like that's the thing. Before it was like, okay, I can put stuff that I would prefer to live on the ground to stop me from being hit by this. And that was the calculation. There was like a kind of like a dialectic happening there. What do I do? Do I go for keeping this thing safe from Power Pummel, or do I save my face?
You have to make a decision.
Now there's nothing.
Protect your health,
because now you decide when they get to play the superpower. Because only the zombie can put things like, unless they're like whip vining zombies onto the ground on like turn 5, and then Power Pummeling on turn 6 to like get 2 damage on your insane Gargantuar. Like,
I guess it's fair because like.
But I feel Power. Did you guys
similarly? But the problem is they.
I know, but Brain Freeze's super now does everything.
Yeah, they haven't done it consistently with any of the other supers.
Like,
so
Power.
If the change was done in a vacuum, it could be good. If Huge Giganticus was also nerfed.
But Power Pummel was like, it was just a good card. I don't think I've ever gone against.
I don't think I've ever like had the feeling of like, oh, this is too OP.
This is like, oh my fucking god, why does this card exist?
Unlike Terraformer, which has been nerfed a little bit.
It's like, it was just a good card, and now speaking of the good card that's been completely ruined, Sunburn. Which is now, which before it was 2 damage. You get +1 sun for the rest of the game. Now you just get plus
the point of it
2
is
sun, which is
it's an underpowered super, but then it gives like a thematically relevant like buff for the rest of the game, which is fair, right? It's like as if you had an extra sunflower. Yeah, it's not. It was never like a big issue. Yeah, Cryo Brain.
In their own logic, it's balanced. But now it's just
because two sun for Cryo Brain and then one for a Banana Bomb. That's it. And you could, if you want to nerf it, make it like do 2 damage to a zombie, but then still get the +1 sun. That would be fine.
And then plants have no way to get extra like permanent sun in the game. There's no other way.
there's no like plant trick that does that. You have to rely on sunflowers that are always like going to get bungee plumbered, or like sun shrooms, I guess.
Or like
or
gargantuan
metal petal sunflower.
The thing is, they actually things like the raw zombie, I guess, but what should I call him? Turquoise skull zombie.
Oh, turquoise skull zombie is like insane now because it's like completely crippling the plant player.
What does turquoise zombie?
But every turn.
Every turn, really?
Yeah.
It takes 2 sun?
Yeah.
Because Victor, remember it used to do like it gets +1
sun,
and it takes 1 sun. Now it takes 2.
Bruh, and does it get?
Which is insane.
Like an annoying nuisance.
Now it like actually cripples your ability to play the game.
Like, you have to kill it or you lose.
Imagine if they play like
because it's stealing their sun.
And they just start playing 2 of them, 3, and then it's just game over.
Yeah, game over.
Oh.
No, literally, what do you do?
They can't do that because Flag Zombie didn't get buffed.
So Sunburn
Whirlwind.
is basically what they did in this update was make Solar for the worst plant hero possible in the game, and make like every other zombie character OP. They like specifically targeted
Solar Flare is literally useless now. Completely useless. Has no reason to play her. For one saving grace.
Heroes? Well, I guess
the only other deck I used with Solar Flare was like heal deck, but that's it.
Like Grass Knuckles and Captain Combustible were probably the best plant heroes by, not a big margin. But then like, for the most part, they just ignored Huge Giganticus. And like, maybe not Super Brains, but whatchamacallit, Infinity. But then they just beat up Solar Flare, and then they buff like
for no reason.
Smash and just Hardy.
No, they buffed Rust Bolt and Smash to the moon, for no reason.
Crazy, actually.
Smash and Rust Bolt is like the best. Like I don't think
two best heroes now in the game.
Before it was Huge Giganticus, that was the best hero, and that was still in the debate with like zombie hero, with other
Huge Giganticus, Professor Brainstorm,
Giganticus was the best because he has the best classes
and OP superpowers.
But his superpowers weren't that helpful for his playstyle, but because Huge Giganticus has the cost reducing superpower and the cheap minion cards, it's just so
also Huge Giganticus has the advantage of you don't need to really run environments with him.
Like you
those extra slots are free in your deck, which is an insane buff in and of itself.
But now you just play Smash or Rust Ball or Electric Boogaloo or something that has pets.
Huge Giganticus' superpowers. There's the Ice Moon, there's Iron Border. What's the third one?
Ice Moon, Iron Border.
I don't know the names. I have no idea for the names.
Isn't it?
No, isn't it?
Transformation Station.
Really? Yeah, Transformation Station. Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, which is buffed, by the way.
Which got a buffed. Yeah, which was buffed.
Isn't it?
No.
Yeah.
Well, it's a trick card. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's what you get, right? I'm pretty sure you get Transformation Station.
Really?
Yeah. Let me check. I have the card the account right now. Let me open PvZ Heroes for the last time before it changes for good.
It changes in 2 minutes.
Plants versus Heroes. So yeah, I have almost every
teleportation station. See, it's different.
Oh, it's teleportation station.
Oh, you got the teleport.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You just get
this thing is so OP.
And then you have a Dr. Space Time on the ground and it just costs 0.
Yeah. See, this is the difference. Beta Caratina gets a 2-1 amphibious that moves a planet zombie. Then Huge Giganticus just casually gets a 2-3 bullseye. That gets better when it's in an environment, which it will get better because you have cheap environments.
Yeah, like you automatically get a 1-cost 2-3 bullseye.
Yeah.
And it's better in your environments, which you get cheap environments from all your other superpowers. Meanwhile, Beta Caratina isn't allowed to have a 2-2 amphibious that moves a plant or a zombie, because apparently that's too fucking OP. What? How is this worth 2? How is this worth 2?
What is worth 2?
Like 2 brains, iron border. So it's like a 2-3, 1. That needs to be 1 brain of its. So like a 2-3 for stats. It's already like a good stats for a 1 cost.
Yeah.
And it has bullseye and an environment
2-3
ability.
is crazy for a 1 cost. Because 2-2 is like the max basically. Even without any abilities, 2-3 would just be really good because it trades with like almost any other 1 cost.
Oh, what did they change that as well? Iron Border?
No, Iron Border's the exact.
No, that's just the way he is. It's just how he is released.
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane.
Which is like, come on, like,
for a
like what the fuck?
Yeah, 2-3 is good.
If it didn't have,
no,
if it didn't
it's
have
3-4. Like it's insane.
In the
it's
environment,
just,
yeah.
But it's still insane without it.
If it didn't have the environment ability, I would be willing to tolerate it. I'd still want it to like not be that.
It's so good because it can
but like
trade with
fine.
1 cost they play, and like if you just have an environment, then you can just make it better.
And the fact that it has the bullseye, why? It doesn't need the bullseye.
Yeah.
It needs the bullseye.
Like, if you're gonna have the environment ability, which I think is too much, especially when there's so many easy environments with Huge Giganticus, don't give it the bullseye. Like, give it one or the other. You know, a 1 cost 2-3 bullseye, or a 1 cost 2-3 that gets a 1-1 when it's in an environment. Don't do both. It's insane. And it's a sports imp. Oh my god.
Oh yeah, sports. That shit's gonna be overpowered as well.
It'll be
So if you get like a mascot imp, it'll buff your fucking bullseye bullshit even more.
Let's keep.
Oh my god.
Bullseye bullshit. Last one, Whirlwind, which is like
rework, not really a buff.
It's more like a debuff, to be honest.
Yeah, because
it's a nerf.
Before.
Yeah, but now that's the thing for all of the like bounds, both for Dolphinado and Whirlwind. So it's like at least it's not like a plant only thing.
But let's go to zombies now. We've gone through the struggles of the plants. So let's see the overpowered deep sea gargantuan.
If you're a zombie main, by the way, you can find like cake and confetti because this is gonna be your happy day.
Territory. Yeah, this is paradise. But for Nicholas here, a plant player that used to laugh at zombie players, is now in deep hell.
Life is over. Life is over.
How life comes at you fast.
It's not worth living.
Moving on to zombie changes. We start with
Alien Ooze is now a 3-cost trick.
Yeah, Alien Ooze is overpowered.
It just got.
No, it wasn't. Oh yeah, the 3 cost. Yeah. But it wasn't a 3-3. Yeah. Now it's a 3-3. That's insane. It was already really good.
It didn't need to be better. It was already like it was borderline too good. Like it's already
6-6 3 cost is overpowered in my opinion because it does heights or environment.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the environment is pushing it. I don't like the or environment. If it was heights only or heights and amphibious, I'd be okay with that. Because it's like punishing you for playing environments. I don't like that.
And also since zombies have such strong environments.
And also,
like anything they play on it, and if you play Alien Use, just GG.
And remember that, this is the other thing. It doesn't need to be, or if it's on heights or a plant environment, it's on heights or any environment, so it can be a zombie environment.
Yeah.
So, it won't happen enough for it to be like game changing.
But it can happen.
B flat now costs 3.
What is B flat again?
Destroy a
It's the random
Yeah.
Destroy a random plant. I actually don't like that either.
Why?
I mean, it's
I feel like random destroy for 3 is a little. I feel like, no, but like turn 3, how many plants do you have down? Like, it's pretty accurate at turn 3 because it's like you'll have like maybe 2 plants down. Like, you'll basically know what you're killing. I don't know.
It's a
whatever.
fun
It's not like a big thing. It's just a little. I feel like in general with all the other stuff, it's a problem. But like if it was just on its own, I wouldn't care.
Play a random plant or something.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But let's be honest. If you're running B flat, I don't think you're running B flat anyways.
I mean, you might.
Yeah.
Because 3 for destroying a plant is really good, especially if they have nothing.
Yeah, especially since squash is a 5 cost.
You can alien ooze their like small plant and then just like.
I didn't B flat. Yeah. I can't believe they
Cat lady
off squash to be like a 4 cost or something.
That might be a little OP.
But they made B flat into 3 cost.
Yeah, but that's a lot less control. Like
no, but like think about it. Like there's so many gargantuars now that have untrickable, and other cards that have untrickable. So it makes sense in my opinion. I don't think it would be that overpowered.
I feel like just plants need removal so much more that it cancels out. Because like people always say zombie removal is worse than plant removal. Yeah. Sure, but plant removal is necessary.
Zombies don't need it. Like the only time zombies like struggle is against like a dragon fruit thing.
Dark matter dragon fruit.
Dark matter dragon fruit and like zucchini or something.
Great zucchini.
Like that's it. That's like the only times zombies struggle.
Guards, dark matter dragon fruit kind of gets nerfed because it's less decks to be running tricks.
True. It's less overpowered. But a card that I think that becomes too overpowered now, like it was already quite good, like really good, Cat Lady. Yeah. Because
I think Cat Lady was already like a little.
It was borderline, like
if they made Cat Lady a 0/3, especially with all the other changes, like Yeti Lunchbox and Leftovers being like made better. If they made Cat Lady a 0/3, I would actually be okay with that. Like, I think it's a good nerf, because I think it needs it. Pets are too strong in this new meta. But instead, they were like, no, we're gonna buff it.
They made it like a mini walnut that has an insane ability.
That just gets a bunch of attacks.
Oh, do you think it was so that it survived the sizzle?
Oh,
but like,
because they made sizzle cheaper, and then they made it do 4 instead of 5, and then they gave this 5.
But like that's stupid though, because if it dies to
sizzle,
like
a 1 cost shouldn't be surviving a 3 cost trick. Like what?
If it's gonna die, it's gonna die. There's no need to like change the card to make it more. I think it's just because they're.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
The new plant card.
Yeah, no, I would assume that is the impetus for changing her, is so that she doesn't die to sizzle, which is insane.
It doesn't matter, because Cat Lady, you can just place down another Cat Lady, because it's a 1 cost, and you have 4 of them in your deck.
It's a 1 cost. A 3 cost. That's actually, right now, I'm saying, because I predicted the sizzle gets down to a 4 damage instead of a 5 damage, because I was like, okay, it has to have something. I take that back. Now that I realize this, sizzle should be able to kill a Cat Lady. This is put it back to 5. Nah.
It should, and honestly, it should be able to kill a Cat Lady. Like,
because now literally, what do you do to kill the Cat Lady?
Because turn 2, they play down another Cat Lady.
Yeah, I know. What happens turn 2, you know what happens with these pet decks? It's going to be second Cat Lady Leftovers, and then you lose the game.
And then they get really lucky. They just play a 3rd Cat Lady on turn 2. And then what do you do?
At best, you'll be able to kill that Cat Lady by turn 2 if you're really, really lucky, and you only focus on it.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, that'll be like
anything else.
Yeah, and then they'll play their Zookeeper unhindered, and then they'll start playing their other synergy, and then by then, because you focus so much on Cat Lady, it's a game over anyways.
And then they play.
It's insane.
Then they start playing Yeti. They start playing.
Cat Lady.
Literally, that's what happens.
Yeah. That's the thing. Cat Lady shouldn't survive.
And then they play like
it shouldn't be viable as like an I play it on turn 1 and then it survives until it becomes good. It should be an I play it and then I have to buff it on the same turn so that it's like Zomblob, not that like it sits there forever, always pinging your block with like a million damage.
For some reason, Zomblob got nerfed, got buffed. I don't know why.
The problem with some of these changes is they're making classes better, not by buffing like cards that actually need buffs, but just buffs the cards that are already good.
Zomblob
just
did not
buff the OP cards.
Let's just buff the OP cards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
so
Kangaroo Rider still sucks.
Nah, bro, it's a 4-cost 4/4 now.
Oh,
it's OP.
Wow.
That bounces whenever anything happens to it. It's basically a Primal P shooter on the zombie side. Like, it does the job of Primal P shooter on itself.
Like, it's like a 4/4. That
you have to keep playing, so you waste every turn on it.
It's like a 4/1 basically, for 4. That's the problem.
Yeah. A 4/1 that has like Astrocado Revive minus the pit state.
See, if
it just comes back, but it
Kangaroo
still
Rider
costs 4.
had like Strike Through or like, I don't know, some good shit to it.
Kangaroo Rider would be good with the same concept if it like cost less every time.
Yeah. Like, what's it
there was
called?
actually a reason to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Well, let's continue from Cat Lady. So Cat Lady overpowered. The new betas could definitely be pets.
They're on coke. Cocaine, meth, black tar, heroin. I have no idea what these people are doing.
Overpowered now. This shit is so overpowered. Let me tell you, have 4 Deep Sea Gargantuars, and every time I got it, I was raging because it's such a shit card. Because it was 7/8 amphibious, and that's all I did. Like, I'm not playing that shit.
Those changes come, it's crazy. It's
but
just Warlord.
Now, apparently...
Hunt.
Yeah,
so like Warlord and Hunting Grounds.
So now it's a 6-cost, 6/6 amphibious hunt, and then anytime a zombie enters any lane, that zombie gets a 1/1.
Does it also get... Is it also 7/7?
Yes.
Really? Does it affect stuff?
Yeah, when you play it
zombie,
down.
Any. So itself as well.
Yeah, but like, does it count that it's played and then it's already entered? Or does it count that like it's played?
Well, we'll have to see.
Does it buff itself when you play it on the ground? I don't know.
We'll have to.
But either way,
this thing
it's
overpowered.
Should cost like 8 brains. I think 8 is a fair cost for this. Yeah. Even then, it's pushing it.
But it's a warlord. It's overpowered.
Yeah, it's a better warlord.
Warlord is better
that like
it can die and its ability still functions.
So when any zombie enters any lane, that zombie gets 1/1. So does it go away if they leave a lane and then go to another lane? Do they get
it gets
2/2?
Yeah.
No. Then they get again.
Oh, so they get it again. It doesn't go away.
Like Hunting Grounds.
Yeah,
so
they would buff again.
Terrify is now
it's like
overpowered.
Hunting Grounds coming in and again.
Well, Terrify.
So just make just make a hunt deck.
Yeah, there's already hunt.
Yeah, basically.
This is just the hunt finisher.
Though I assume that hunt on this, like they gave this hunt to try to make it weaker so you can pull it out of amphibious lane.
But then it grows.
Like, well, yeah, but like at least it's like, because if you don't have an amphibious card, you just lose the game.
Yeah.
Because of the fucking sick thing that's also buffing everything else. You can at least try to kill it on the like ground, but it's still insane. This is insane. I don't know what they're smoking.
Alright, guys, I got 1,000 gems. What should I spend it on?
Triassic pack.
Nice. Should I go? I should go premium.
Sure.
Let's go premium. I'm spending premium. Let's continue.
Interstellar Bounty Hunter.
Okay, this card's also overpowered, by the way. Now.
Yeah, it's already a strong card, a very strong card.
Bounty Hunter.
And now
Interstellar Bounty Hunter is already one of the best Beastly cards.
And now it's even better. I don't get it. Why did they do this?
They wanted to buff
And now they've just made it even stronger. Yeah, so basically, for those who don't really understand what the difference of the interaction is basically now it does what it always does, where like when it goes around hunting and then it kills something and then it draws a card. But now anything else that has hunt, so anything that's been in a hunting grounds or anything that's that is in the hunting grounds or whatever deep sea gargantua that we just saw, which is now a new unimaginable threat to your livelihood and well-being, that will also draw a card. So now the card draw is basically spread out. It's basically like Imp Commander, if Imp Commander gave it for like killing stuff instead of hitting the plant hero.
Yo guys, oh shit, I got every single zombie hero now.
Really?
Yeah, I got Brain Freeze.
Bro.
And I got Wintermelon. Which is buffed, guys. It's buffed. But yeah, now Hunt is overpowered. There's like Deep Sea Gargantua plus Bounty Hunter plus like those like
so now if you play these
other cards,
so that like Bounty Hunter survived, or you play Bounty Hunter on 5 and then you have like a Bungee Plumber or some other like smaller thing to play, what happens is you're going to get things
like Camel Crossing or Hardy Tree.
Yeah, so you're going to have Hunt make things stronger because they're moving around because of Deep Sea Garg, and they'll be drawing cards every time that they're killing something.
I'm a genius. I'm gonna save my extra cards that I got from the packs, and then if they're if they're nerfed, I get like full amount.
Yeah, and because Smash is gonna be OP, you know what's gonna happen? People are gonna mix this with Coffee Zombie to make Deep Sea Guard or Bounty Hunter Coffee Zombie. Is Coffee Zombie 5 or 6?
5.
It's 5.
It used to be a 3.
So
it's
literally perfect. Think about it.
Yeah.
Turn 4, you play the Bounty Hunter. Turn 5, you play the Coffee Zombie to
it's a
frenzy the Bounty Hunter and everything else.
Really?
It's a 6.
Okay.
Yeah. It's cost 5-4, whatever it is.
It's a 5-4 now or whatever.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Because people are insane.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
But yeah, still, what you're gonna have is, or even, why even use Coffee Zombie? Screw it. Let's use the card that's actually broken. That should have actually gotten a nerf, but didn't. Going viral.
That didn't get nerfed. That should have been nerfed. Anyways, King of the Grill. Now this is when the fucking Gargantua meta comes into play. Because Deep Sea Gargantua is really good, but it doesn't affect Gargantuars all that much. I guess it does. It affects any zombie.
Well, King of the Grill isn't insane.
It is insane, but this is where Gargantua starts becoming more overpowered. Because you conjure Gargantua.
Also, what is Spacetime's class again? Sneaky?
It's Brainy.
Sneaky.
Sneaky? Why is it not Brainy? What the fuck? Literally.
That's why.
Because it's literally Dr. Spacetime.
Drug.
When it hits the planet.
Yeah, so what's the Sneaky Beastly? That's is that Brain Freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah,
so Brain Freeze can do like King of the Grill into like space times so that those guards are cheaper.
Yeah.
Because it's conjure.
Overpowered. Wait, let me just check. It is sneaky. Yeah, it is sneaky. Jesus Christ.
Gargologist is beastly, or what is it, right?
Gargologist?
It's hardy.
Oh, it's hardy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
good.
it's hardy.
Yeah, I was worried that like Gargologist shouldn't go with where most of the crazy Gargs are.
What decks? So crazy, beastly, and hardy. That would be.
Beastly and Hardy are super strong in this set of changes.
Beastly and Hardy, what's that? What zombie hero is that?
Smash.
Smash overpowered.
He's the best zombie hero. If this would happen, he would be the best one because he would have access to pets, and he would have access to Gargantuars, Rust Bolt is a good runner-up because he has Hardy, so he has a lot of guard, and he has Brainy, which is just insane. Brainy is like as a class of its own. It's basically always been the best.
What does Brainy have? It has
bonus attack, bullseye, untrickable,
teleport. It has Viking, which got buffed. It has Dinotronic, which got buffed. Mechasaur. Trickster. What's it called? Electrician got buffed. All these cards got buffed. Mustache.
Yeah, there's tons of good defensive tricks and stuff like Space Cadets to throw in there. It's just too good as a class. And it has ramp. It has Cryo Brain.
Thinking Cap. All the shit.
Yeah, everything unique that people think like, isn't that a cool concept? It's all in Brainy.
Yeah, Brainy and Smash, best heroes in the game right now. Well, not right now, but like a week or two.
In this, like those are the two, like Rust Bolt and Smash are the two that you should be playing if you're zombie. Which is what you should be playing.
If these updates come out as it is right now, I did continuing.
What's the next thing?
Nibble.
More Beastly.
Yeah, Beastly. More Beastly doesn't end.
Oh, I didn't even see this. What the hell?
Yeah, Nibble.
Why?
It's a 1-cost, -1/1.
It's this
conjures a gourmet
it can also conjure cards if it kills the.
So Nibble can conjure like, what would be gourmet?
Chef.
Cheese cutter.
Cheese cutter. King of the Grill. It can conjure.
Isn't it gourmet?
What is it?
Zombie?
No, that isn't gourmet.
It's pet zombie.
Yeah, it's pet. It can conjure Thinking Cap, Brain, Cryo Brain,
Lurch for lunch,
Fruit Cake, Leftovers.
Tons of. Basically, if you're using a space-time deck, just put Nibble in there.
Yeah.
Because it's conjure synergy. There's more conjure synergy.
And it's gourmet as well, which is basic.
Well,
it's a cheese cutter.
But yeah.
It's basically a cheese cutter. That's insane. A cheese cutter trick.
No, Engen, Brain Freeze does that because space-time is sneaky.
Oh yeah, my bad.
And then Nurse Gargantuar, before it was like only when it hit, it healed the zombie hero, but now any Gargantuar does damage, it heals the zombie hero by that much.
That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah. Especially
that's
with
completely insane.
Deep Sea Gargantuar and like King of the Grill.
With the fact that Gargantuars are getting better and like going to be more prevalent, and then you want to throw in Nurse Garg was already like
pretty good.
I always felt like that's like one of those cards, you know, where
like every time it was played, you're like,
you just lost the game.
Nurse Gargantuar.
I mean, because like the only way to counter,
unless you have like removal for it, then it'll always heal. So like,
it was always one of those cards. Like if you didn't have like Shamrocket or like Doomshroom, you're kind of done for.
Yeah, because they keep healing.
Yeah, by the time
aggro.
Yeah,
and even if you killed it, by that time they're already like healed back to like mostly full health, and you had like 10, 5, 7. So like, yeah. Pretty insane buff, to be honest. And then Octo Zombie is now an 8-cost, 8/8 amphibious frenzy. Already had
again.
And now it
Frenzy
makes
just is everywhere.
Now it makes a 3/3 Octopet with amphibious frenzy, and then when destroyed, bounce this Octozom, so like you get it back. So you can keep.
Why does it make an Octopad?
So every time you play it.
I don't know, just for the lulz.
Yeah, for the lulz. Every time you play it, you get 2 cards.
Yeah.
And then you always get
That's
it back
insane.
when it dies. So like infinite 2 cards.
That's kind of yeah.
It is busted. It's busted as fuck. As soon as you get to turn 8, you just keep playing Octo Zombies.
Yeah. Because even if they kill your Octos, you can still build another plan.
It was still pretty good beforehand. Like I didn't know what to do against Octo Zombies when I faced against them.
Yeah.
Especially like if I had nothing on the board or like
you can't get rid of it from their hand, and if it's gonna kill you, on like if you have less than 8 health and you can't block the amphibious lane, and I mean now because it has friends, it doesn't even matter if you block it, you can still it still goes through, which again, zombies go through things, plants don't, plants get stuck on things.
And we can't forget, Deep Sea Gargantua always buffs these scars. If you have one, they're always at 9/9 or like 1, so like Octo Zombie would be 9/9. Nurse Gargantua would be 7/7.
The problem is these are really good against some decks, but like decks with like removal or bounce can be pretty effective. But now that they've just buffed all of them, there's like no answer. Overstuffed Zombie
they nerfed
has Hunt, and it heals the plant hero instead. It could have a bit more help, but Hunt is so busted actually, it might not matter.
Deep Sea Gargantua synergy?
Yeah.
Everything has Hunt now. Everything will hunt forever, and you will like it, and it'll suck, and you'll stop playing the game.
It's the first Interstellar Bounty Hunter now.
Yeah, well,
basically.
It's basically when.
But if Interstellar Bounty Hunter is already played, it's just it's more useful in the sense that it has more staying power.
I feel.
And it also heals your hero.
But it doesn't heal itself. It's always a 4/4 now.
No, it heals itself.
No. Oh, it just heals, but it doesn't get extra health.
Yeah, it doesn't get extra health, but it does heal itself.
Ooh.
But I think
healing your hero for 2 is insane.
It's much better than healing itself, like getting higher health.
That's true, probably.
Especially since it's not like a legendary card, which is really expensive.
Events are kind of weird. Some of them suck, and some of them are really good.
Events are wacky. Sometimes events are like the best card in the game. Sometimes they're like. Sometimes they're garbage.
Surprisingly.
What?
Especially since.
I mean, you need to have something in Guardian.
Because it's such a brain dead card, and it was so annoying to go against.
But like, they need to leave something in Guardian, like at this point. Like, what are you gonna like?
Are they? Oh, I guess they are maybe. Like,
let's be honest, who's gonna be running Guardian after this?
I mean, I think they still will, because like none of the other classes can.
I think you have to. I think this is the problem. It's forcing you to run Guardian because you need those sham rockets. But you don't want to run Guardian. It's like Mega Grow, where like people used to run Mega Grow for the bonus attacks, for the 4 plant foods, and everything else is from the other class of the hero. That's what Guardian is going to become.
No, they're just gonna.
It's going to become the you have to run like sham rocket class, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel like they're either gonna play Captain Combustible to kill them as fast as possible, or they're gonna play Rose to like control the field with like freezes and Rose's abilities.
Yeah, like Winter Squash and into like Great Zucchini or like Dragon Fruit or something.
And then Rose can also play like Briar Rose and shit. So that I feel like those are the 2 heroes that are gonna be played.
To get around Untrickable.
Yeah, Untrickable Gargantuars.
Primordial.
Vengeful Cyborg.
Oh my god!
Didn't we go over these 2?
Vengeful.
We've done these 2.
Yeah.
Also, the Hunt is now worse or like better, but like the more annoying in the sense that like now it's got the extra buffs.
Every time I think about Deep Sea Gargantua, I just think like, oh my fuck god. Every time I hear Hunt, that's such an OP.
Okay, actually, wait. Let's. I want to go through this quickly. How many of the changes to Beastly are nerfs?
None. Yeah, none of them are nerfs.
Yep, that is. Yep, every single thing to Beastly is a buff.
Yep.
I think they just saw that like Beastly cards had low win rate, so they just buffed all of them. Yeti Lunchbox.
Overpowered.
Gives +2/+1 if it's a pet instead of the normal 1/1, which is kind of crazy.
If it feels at least like 1/2, that would have been like. It doesn't need a buff. Like end of story. But like they wanted to buff. If they wanted to buff it, they should have made a 1/2 instead of a 2/1. But now
I think they were thinking, why would you run Yeti Lunchbox when you have leftovers? But it's like you created that problem by making leftovers cheaper than they have to be.
Yeah.
No,
but leftovers also has testing.
Like leftovers.
I just use both.
And what's it called? Sugary Treat.
Because you get it from Yeti.
All tokens, so they were balanced in that way. but then they unmade them tokens, so they just became better. But yeah, Yeti's lunchbox still kind of sucks.
Yeah, because Zombie Yeti you just get it from Yeti, you get it from Zombie Yeti. And then it'll be...
Yeah, that is the problem with tying a card to another card. Is that if that other card, for example, Cyborg, now that Vengeful Cyborg is better, Cyborg got better, which is like, even if Vengeful Cyborg is still garbage, you can't push it up without making Cyborg even better.
I'm sorry, but like every single hunt card's overpowered because every time they move a lane with Deep Sea Gargantuar, they just get like an extra 1/1.
Yeah, now that when Vengeful Cyborg used to be garbage, now it's insane.
And also, by the way, even if Deep Sea Gargantuar dies, the stats don't go away. Like, they stay.
Yeah, they're keeping those +1s, so like that's even like that's a permanent change to the game for all those cards until the plant player can kill them, which already was difficult. Now
it's just insane.
Okay.
Like, see, my mind is like,
but yeah, I feel like Yeti Lunchbox is an answer to a problem which they created, and the answer to the problem was
don't make
your artery is bleeding. No, the answer, like their answer was like, okay, your artery is bleeding. What do we do? Let's cut off your hand. What?
Nice solution there, buckos.
Zombot 1000 is now actually Gravestone. They listen to fry him up. But it's only plants here and next door. I guess this is fair. People might actually use this now.
Yeah.
But
I think if it was the same... I think if it was the same with a Gravestone, it would be way too OP.
No, yeah, it would definitely would.
Yeah, I feel like this
and also because Guardian is weaker, people are going to be running less direct grave removal. They'll have grave bounce, but they won't have like getting rid of it.
But I'm sure they're still going to be running blockbusters and shit.
Yeah, blockbusters.
Yeah,
Blockbuster might be even better with how Guardian.
No, definitely. It's so much better now.
Yeah.
Like
this is the thing. This happened to me. I was playing against a guy who was playing lots of Gargs, and he played
Gargolith?
He played Garg Feast.
Yeah. Oh.
And he gave him a Gargolith.
Oh.
Yeah.
And because of that Gargolith, he lost the game. Because I had Blockbuster. So I killed all his Gargs basically, and it was like, oh, I win. So it is worth kind of saying that Gargolith becoming better might actually hurt the Gargs more than it helps them.
The thing is,
because people might run more.
Normally, you have such a high percentage. Like, they have a chance of getting Blockbuster compared to you just winning from your Gravestone's Annihilation.
It's
winning. So much higher of you winning than like them having Blockbuster. So like, even if you lose one game, the next game's gonna be like you have a high chance of winning still.
But yeah, I think it's kind of sad because it feels like Guardian is going to slowly just become one of those like you run it for a couple of its cards decks or like classes, where like you're running Guardian to get grave removal and to get like Forget-Me-Nuts.
And also like big thing removal with Shamrocket, because despite the nerf, Shamrocket.
Shamrocket,
Forget-Me-Nuts, and grave removal are the only things. Yeah, it'll be more useful because it'll be more.
Even because of
what's the next?
Another insane buff.
We talked about this before.
Right with Zookeeper, but not with Interdimensional. Anyways, let's pause before Brainy. I'll stop recording and I'll be back in like an hour.
Hey, before we end the video, remember to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel. If you want to watch part 2, you'll be able to find that in the link in the description below or on the end card. Thanks for watching.